The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Oh wait, we're not even live on YouTube yet. What the fuck is going on here?
What?
Oh, now
What the
it's
hell?
coming. Now it came.
Technology.
Oh my God,
Stop
the internet
compliment.
is being a bitch.
Stop it.
Oh my
Piece
God!
of
Now
shit.
we're live. Now we're live. Now we're live. Now I don't know how much of the intro was cut because of my stupid fucking internet.
No, it was live. It was live for
You
the whole
sure?
thing.
Because on my end it wasn't live when I was refreshing.
I'll
the page
check
and turned it on.
YouTube. I'll check it for you.
It's
I don't
on
know.
now. I
Everything's
for
so
sure now.
weird and sometimes like very
Oh
behind.
my God, Google, get your shit together.
It can be complicated sometimes.
I got it. We're live now.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
live
it
now.
caught the intro.
Yep.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Oh my God.
In the future, nothing works.
Yep. So, what do we
Oh
want
my-
to do?
What do we want to do? I might as well just get started by talking about the Oscars because it was a thing. It was a huge thing because I haven't seen. Actually, no. Let's talk about the Oscars second. I want to talk about because Jose just reminded me of something. Yeah, let's talk about the James Cameron 4Ks and how stupid this whole shipping madness has gotten. Because over the past couple of days, including myself, apparently these people have had a hard time shipping out these damn discs, even though they were out today at most areas, supposedly out today. And yet, none of the 3 discs I ordered from Deep Discount have shipped yet. None of them. And I've heard on Walmart at the Abyss, but none of the other 2. No Aliens and no True Lies. For Amazon, they literally just shipped out orders literally today. It's release day. How can you be this incompetent and not put the discs out? It is so incompetent, which leads me to one point. I truly believe that they weren't expecting this to sell out this quickly. I genuinely think that they didn't press enough copies to maintain demand. This is like an Oppenheimer situation when it came on 4K. Remember when it was selling out all copies?
I still don't have it.
Well, I
do.
have it now, but it took me about a month. But it is just some people say they saw they had Alien 20. Like I heard from multiple sources, multiple forums on Reddit and on God forbid Blu-ray.com. I'll mention them in a moment. But they said that certain Walmarts, when they contacted the Walmarts, they said they had none in stock in the stores. None, because everything was sold out completely. I don't like to be anti-Disney because I am not one of those anti-anything because those channels are just political garbage. But I just have to say this right now. Disney, these are the most highly anticipated 4Ks potentially of all time. Why didn't you produce enough copies to maintain that demand? Everybody wants to get a hold of these. And yet, they're not even in stock on release day? It's dumb. It is so dumb. Like, I'm going to check Amazon right now to see if they have any of these copies because I really am interested to see if they have any copies because it is just, it's crazy. It's crazy to me that they don't have it. Oh my God, Amazon doesn't have the Abyss. They don't have the Abyss in stock. They don't have Aliens in stock. And they don't even have True Lies in stock either, I don't think. No, they don't. What's going on here? It's release day. People should be having get it in their hands and have the collections and my stock. Remember, I pre-ordered this shit 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago, and they haven't even shipped out. I got charged this morning only like $50-something, even though I paid mostly $80 for all three. I'm just like, are they about to ship only 2 of my items? I really have to get into contact with Deep Discount when I'm done with this, because this is so stupid. This is stupid. It is just idiotic. It's idiot. Yes, Poor Things, though, didn't sell out for some reason. Probably because it's an art house movie. Not a lot of people are going to buy it. But this is one of those things where, yeah, some people, they didn't even have shelves for in certain stores. It's one of those things where, to me, no wonder Sony is taking over Disney titles. This proves it. This proves it that Sony will probably take better care of us, because if Disney's own physical media department doesn't give a shit, Sony certainly will. Sony gets the job done. They haven't fucked my orders up because of Sony titles. They haven't fucked me over. So it's one of those things where you're like, at this point, even though, yeah, it feels bittersweet that they're not doing it anymore, this is exactly the reason why. This is like the last major fuck up before, starting with the first Omen, Sony's going to be starting doing Disney titles. So really, with all of this, you're just like, I'm just like, Sony, get Sony's help on this, because it's freaking ridiculous what's going on right now. Yes, I want the cookie down on 4K. I want that cookie.
Put that cookie down. Ow!
So that's all I have to say
Here,
about
dale, you don't bleed.
the Abyss.
I want my
Any
Tupperman
comment
doll.
from anybody before I move on from this James Cameron bullshit? Anybody has comments about it? No?
Just that it sucks.
It really,
sucks.
like, it really does. I mean, you're supposed to be like promoting one of the most anticipated titles of, like, even
It's
of
not
all
just-
time.
It's
in
the Wii
this year.
titles.
It's just that, how can you not have
And-
that much quantity for each title
Supply
upon
and
its
demand,
release
folks. Supply and demand.
And they should have known, like, even by like
in advance?
pre-orders that they've had.
Exactly. Like I said before, this was hotly anticipated. No mind the transfer for True Lies, because it's, spoiler alert, guys. Apparently, it's not as bad as the people who are bitching about it on Blu-ray.com made it out to be. Sure, there is a little bit of problems, but it looks better than the stinking DVD and the bootleg. Apparently, the bootleg Blu-ray. So I picked it up no matter what, because you know what? I want this movie on physical media. It's been a long time coming. I'm just like, fuck it. I could deal with it a little bit. And apparently it doesn't look as bad as Terminator 2 on 4K. So you know what? That's good. It doesn't look as bad as Pirates of the Caribbean on 4K. Because Jared's miserable ass had to buy that. So there you go.
Oh, I didn't buy it. I got it for
that's right.
Christmas.
You got it for I just forgot about that. You didn't buy it.
Oh,
But
okay.
he still received it.
I did.
It. And then as for True Lies and Aliens, apparently they look pretty good. So, you know, once I get them in, I'll show them off. But I'm just disappointed that I don't have them on release day. I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. So hopefully they get their shit together and get the fucker out in the next couple of days. Hopefully we'll see what happens. So that's all I want to say about that. So now the Oscars. The Oscars are on Sunday night, and they start an hour earlier for some reason, probably so they won't have to go over again. That's my
I
guess.
actually really liked it being earlier too. That way it wasn't like so late.
Yes, because usually this shit wraps up if it starts at 8, like what? 11, 11:30, depending if they go overtime. And apparently with this show, they didn't go overtime. They ended early. Is this the first time in ever that they ended early?
It was all because of Al Pacino.
Oh my god, the speech that he had was just hilarious.
Oh my god. Maybe that's why they cut it out so early. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen such an anticlimax since Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor a couple of years ago. I haven't seen that much of an anticlimax in a while. Anyway, let's start off by talking about the show itself before I get to the awards. Now, I think the most show was mostly okay. It could have been better, but it could have been worse. the worst part about it is that you had to suffer with Jimmy Kimmel as host for the fourth fucking time.
Oh my god! Like I don't
we
even
stop?
understand
I don't-
why he has to be on there
Can we
for like.
stop with
I
I
Jimmy
don't have
Can
a
you just
problem
stop?
with him. He's just like such a safe choice
He's
without
not
like
funny.
any grit to him.
I beg to differ.
He's not funny to me, and like the only funny joke he did was the very beginning, the opening monologue when he shot on Madam Web. That's a common trope, but that's the thing with the Oscars. They shot on Madam Web not once, but twice during the show. Twice. That's how you know you're notorious, when the Oscars roast you twice. Take notes, Sony, and stop blaming Dakota for your fucking failure, because you were a fucking failure for even greenlighting that shit in the first place. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about Madam Web again. It's one of those things where, like, it was just not that funny. None of the stuff he was involved with was that funny. And then the whole thing at the end about the mean tweets, I'm just like, are you trying to divide audiences at this point? Are you trying to?
Yeah.
It's an easy
Yeah, like,
joke.
I did not
As
even
the
like
apolitical one, I don't appreciate that.
Yeah, here's the thing, Victor. I
thought
I
it was
didn't
pretty
even
fucking funny.
I didn't even see the tweets because I was like mostly out.
I know you were mostly out. You're watching Doom Part 2 for the second fucking time. But that's another thing. John Mulaney, I think that's how you pronounce his name. That's the guy who should be hosting the Oscars. That whole thing that he did, I think what award did he present?
I can't even.
Was it one of the screenplay ones, or?
I can't even.
Yes,
remember.
it had to be, because he was mentioning the whole spiders when my mom died in the Amazon thing, which he roasted Madam Web again. That was funny. He should be hosting the Oscars. Or Bill Burr. Hell, even put Tom Grossi in there. I don't fucking know. But, and the John Cena thing with him being naked, I'm just like,
Oh, gee.
I freaking died during
Oh my
that.
Good
Oh,
lord.
Well-
oh my god.
That's another way of saying you can't see these.
Well, he has some way to get out of that Peacemaker outfit.
But yeah. So overall, the show was fine, and a lot of people really liked the whole Ryan Gosling singing a song from Barbie. A lot of people really liked that,
did.
but I turned it off because I don't want to deal with that movie again. But apparently, he did good. Apparently.
It was fantastic.
But
I freaking
I also
loved it.
liked
Of
how
course you do,
they
Jared.
they went back to something they haven't done since 2009. And with the acting categories, they had like previous nominations come up and pretty much do, I guess, a tribute to them.
I
They haven't done
really
that since
enjoyed that.
09.
It made it kind of slow, but I really enjoyed that.
Well, they
Even though
ended
it's
early,
basically
so-
actors just, giving each other, a circle jerk and everything.
Yeah,
But
it's-
still, it was sweet.
Yeah,
It was
and there was
sweet.
It's sweet.
There was
Particularly
also-
Sam Rockwell when he was talking about Robert Downey Jr. That was probably the best one, probably. When he
Or
was
how
talking
about-
about how he was in character even in the DVD commentary. That's the reference to the Tropic Thunder commentary, I believe. When
Yeah.
he was in character the entire time.
Yeah.
But-
Or how about that time when Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito
Oh, I forgot about
reunited
that. That was
with
funny.
the
That's
best
great.
visual
That was
effects
great.
team?
That
and-
was great.
The team and seeing the team behind Godzilla Minus One being like giving a standing ovation was just priceless.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll get to the awards now. Let's talk about the Godzilla -1 win.
Oh, I
because,
was
like,
I was happy when I
those guys
saw
are
it.
very wholesome. That was a very wholesome speech, even though I couldn't understand.
Yeah, I
I was
got
so happy.
I got like 5 words out of them. But yeah,
But
it
I
was.
understand the energy of what they're doing. It's very wholesome.
I was
Even like
really happy for them. Like
and
that.
they got a
I was
standing
too.
ovation. Come on, they got a standing ovation. Come on.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like
Awesome.
That's another thing about the whole thing involving the Arnold Schwarzenegger David. They referenced they roasted Batman and Robin, which I appreciated.
Also, like Michael Keaton's like look that he gives of like he is just it's so freaking funny.
I guess a roasting that Arnold and Danny DeVito was too hot to handle.
The Ice Age. That's what killed the
It
dinosaurs.
was too hot.
But but that was great. Okay, I guess I'm gonna work my way try to work my way up. Best Supporting Actress, that was pretty much expected from what I understand about the award season. Not gonna get into that because I haven't seen the holdovers.
Yeah, I still need to see it.
Me neither.
But let's see and then there was a lot of technical awards after that, like a bunch of them. And oh yeah, a lot of people are upset about Best Animated Feature. Where The Boy and the Heron won.
I mean,
To be honest with
Me-
you,
of those,
needless
I've
to
only ever
say-
seen The Boy and the Heron, so it's like I can't
To
even.
be honest
comment.
with you-
I told you so.
to be shut the frick up.
They pulled at Two Towers. The reason why it didn't win was because they wanted to see the conclusion. That's why. That's why. That's exactly why they didn't win. That's exactly why. That's why they give it to Miyazaki. And Miyazaki's a fucking legend, so you don't shit on him, boy.
Oh, dude, he is a legend. I mean, he's done like Spirit Away, Princess Mononoke, My Neighbor Totoro.
Yeah.
He's
but-
legend, dude.
So that's why I believe it won. No politics, no anything like that. I think it's just because it's the first of a
No
two-part-
politics.
I think it's because it's the first of a two-part movie. That's why. That's personally my belief. Okay, technical categories. I was just the first half. I was just like, ugh, because Poor Things kept winning everything. I was just like, ugh,
Oh,
give me something different. I don't want to watch this. Because you know me, I am very critical when it comes to art house movies, and it
Well-
looks like something. It looks exactly like something I wouldn't like.
Let's see. When it came to the production design, I thought for sure, I was like, I think Barbie has a really good chance because of all
They
the
were
dollhouses.
shut out completely almost.
And then they showed like just a few second clip for Poor Things, and I was like, oh well, Poor Things is one. Like that shot's like gorgeous.
Jesus, Jose.
Like, so I was like, okay, Poor Things.
But yeah, and the costume design, makeup, I guess it deserves makeup because of what they did to Willem Dafoe's face, excuse me.
It's funny though, because like a lot of people were thinking Maestro was going to win for that.
Because the fucking prosthetic nose, give me a break. Give me a break. I think that, Bradley Cooper, bless him, he's a great filmmaker, but he made Maestro to win an Oscar and nothing more. It wasn't like a Star is Born where he actually, directed a movie that people liked. You understand what I'm saying? Because, yikes. But in terms of, like the other stuff, for example, Best Sound, I was very disappointed about Best Sound because
I was too, actually.
I was very disappointed because I thought for sure it was going to go to Oppenheimer because of the bomb. But no, the Zone of Interest, really? Because it shows the horrors of the Holocaust without showing it, and you're doing it through sound. I'm just like, it pretends it's A24 movie. I'm gonna fuck. If I want to watch something involved in the Holocaust, I watch Schindler's List, okay? But Oppenheimer should have won for the bomb explosion alone. After the explosion with the fucking boom.
Like even too, when I saw the
That
movie
was
for the
enough
first
to make it
time,
win Best Sound. That was enough to make it win Best Sound.
like even for the
I
first
would need
time,
to see the Zone of Interest to have a comment.
like even when I saw it for the first time in IMAX, the sound
70
just like blows
millimeter
away.
in a shitty theater with the shitty speakers. But I've told that story before.
Yeah, my IMAX like theater that I usually go to, it's just like boom.
Right, he did go to Nashville. Anyway,
Yeah,
go ahead.
and Ben, I'm glad you had a great time in Nashville, buddy.
So do I. So did I.
Very proud of you, Ben.
But yeah, another one. Let's see. But after that is when Oppenheimer started to win a lot of stuff. I think the first thing it won was Best Editing. I think it was.
I'm pretty sure it was
Rightfully
like
deserving.
film editing. Yeah.
Rightfully deserving. I think it is one of the best edited movies of last year, if not the best edited.
Yeah,
Because
no problem,
how
Ben.
could you take a 3-hour movie, 3 hours alone, like it's a very intimidating runtime for a lot of people, but Jennifer Lame and her editing, she made the movie feel as quick as fucking possible.
And at least this time the Oscars didn't go with how many edits the winner wasn't like the one with the most edits and everything, unlike Bohemian Rhapsody, which is an editing nightmare.
But like, well, there's a lot of edits in Oppenheimer. There's a lot, especially in the first, I'd say half an hour. There's a lot of cuts, but like she deserved it. She absolutely deserved it. After that, best original score. There was no other person to give it to other than Louis Göransson. There was no other person. There was no other person, in my opinion, that deserved it more. Although Cures of the Flower Moon score is very good, I'll give them that. It would be my runner up, but it was Ludwig. Come on.
Yeah.
And then best original song. Who gives a shit? I don't care about Billie Eilish.
I really love it.
I don't give a shit.
But I have to say that performance from for the Killers of the Flower Moon was awesome.
That should have won by one best song because that's the only one I liked. Because that's the only movie I liked. But that was great. That was great. I love that because it even replicated the final shot of the fucking movie with the drum and zooming out. It even replicated that to a certain extent.
And also, I'm just saying, I'm like, why does the Flaming Hot Cheetos movie have a banger of a song?
Here's the thing. Diane Warren. That's why they only fucking nominated it. Diane Warren. That's it. Diane Warren. Because they can't fucking go a year without nominating Diane Warren for something.
Because, like, that song was a fucking banger, and I'm like, this is for the fucking, like...
988. I don't know what 988 means. I don't know what that means. If anybody knows what that means, please tell me. But in terms of that, cinematography.
Oh, he's
no question, Oppenheimer. No question about that.
Yeah.
Because Voight, I can't pronounce his name.
He has Hoyt in both his first and last name.
It would take me hours just to pronounce that name. And I thought I'm bad at pronouncing names.
Again. But what about Steal the Show from Elemental? Y'all are forgetting about that song. It should have been nominated.
That is a great one.
But yeah, Hoyt van Hoytema, there you go, deserved it. He absolutely deserved it. Best supporting actor, Robert Downey Jr. His speech.
It was the most Robert Downey Jr.
It is the most Tony Stark shit I've ever seen of Robert Downey Jr. post Iron Man.
Dude's like, thanks, bro. Yeah,
like
bye.
he still has it.
I went in my stylist.
I mean, it's like that's kind of like up there with just even like Alfred Hitchcock just being like, thanks, bye. Like he gets up there, accepts it, and leaves.
But yeah, that was funny. If anybody hasn't seen that Robert Downey Jr. speech, I implore you, go on YouTube and watch it. It is so funny.
I'm definitely going to be watching it again after the show.
It is so funny.
It really is
the best
hysterical.
speech of the night, to be honest with you, probably. I would think so, because it's the most Robert Downey Jr. thing you could do.
What's her face for best supporting actress? That speech got me. I'm like, I've never even seen this movie. I don't even know who you are, and I loved your speech.
Yeah. Why doesn't Robert host? That would be a great idea. Robert should host the Oscars. Think about it. They haven't had a movie star host the Oscars since what? The early 2010s? After James Franco and Anne Hathaway, I believe, bombed. I think nobody liked them as hosts. Maybe they should try it again. They should. Think about it. He's like the most high-profile actor in the world, hosting the Oscars. He has comedic talent. He could do it.
They should get Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Oh my god. Is it going to be a repeat of the Flanagan?
Oh my god.
Oh
my god. Jesus. So, where am I at? Best adapted screenplay. This is a crime against humanity. American Fiction? Are you serious? I have seen it.
I've heard it's overrated.
Okay, but it's overrated. Like, there's certain parts of that movie that I really liked. Jeffrey Wright was fantastic. Certain elements of the movie were very heartwarming. but and some of the parts are really, really funny. But the rest is just a mess, and the ending just blows. It's just a mixed bag of a movie for best adapted screenplay over Oppenheimer. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's Nolan's best script since he was writing movies with his brother. Come on.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I can't comment. Never seen it.
Me
Well,
neither.
then it's better to have. Okay, best original screenplay. Who the fuck did it go to? Who the fuck did it go to? I can't remember. No, Anatomy of a Fall. Now I remember. Anatomy of a Fall, which
I'm very interested in seeing that.
I'm surprised a foreign language film won best original screenplay. When was the last time that happened? I'm surprised. So, next, I guess we'll go down to it. The best actor. No. Best director. No. Was best director before best actor? No, best actor was before best. Was it? Fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
say
pretty
best-
sure like director and
Was
picture
it?
were the two big
Okay.
hits.
I swear they
So,
did
no.
best actor first, and then director, and then best
And then
actress.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
what I
thought.
That's what I
Okay,
thought too.
actor. They gave it to the right choice. A lot of people thought Paul Giamatti was gonna pull an upset. Nope.
I really was thinking that he was going to do it. And honestly, I would not have been mad if he had won.
Killian did it though. That was
Mhm.
the performance of his career. He absolutely deserved it. He absolutely fucking deserved it. Best director, the moment every human being was waiting for.
Yes.
I recorded my reaction.
That
I
reaction.
still have the file. It's on Facebook. If you haven't seen it,
I
it's
have.
in the network group. If you haven't seen it, I was when Christopher Nolan was announced as best director. Yeah, I was very excited. I went,
Jiff.
but this was history being made, folks. This was, and not only that, they gave Nolan not only one standing ovation, but two. Once when he got on the stage, and the other when he got off the stage. 2 standing ovations, guys, for Christopher Nolan. And also the fact that Steven Spielberg was presenting it.
Oh my God! Yes.
People say it was like a passing of the torch. I don't know if I go quite that far because Christopher Nolan's already kind of a veteran, but I guess it's from one veteran to the other. That was best. It's sort of like how Martin Scorsese won Best Director with The Departed when they had Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, and George Lucas present his award to him. It's kind of like that. That's what it reminded me of. And obviously he fucking deserved it. There was no other choice. No other choice.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just thrilled. I was so happy. And I'm glad he thanked his brother, Jonathan Nolan, because, of course, I'm biased about Jonathan Nolan's work, Westworld, and the Dark Knight, not so much the Dark Knight Rises in some aspects, but Interstellar, I really enjoyed.
I also really want to see Jonathan Nolan's original 400-page Dark Knight Rises script, but that'll never happen.
Oh my God!
Killian got one. Killian only got one. He didn't get two. Best actress. This was a crime against humanity. I'm sorry, everybody, but Lily Gladstone. That was her fucking award. God damn it. That was her award. I agree, Jose. That was her award. Emma Stone? Are you kidding me?
It was a toss-up between the two because they were both favored, but I would have gone with Lily Gladstone.
Oh,
it
easily.
Just would have.
Granted, Killers of the Flower Moon is not an Our House movie, so that's probably why I picked that. But Lily Gladstone was genuinely brilliant. She should have been recognized. She won the SAG.
When Emma Stone got up there, I genuinely think that she 100% thought that Lily Gladstone was going to win.
I guess so. I haven't seen Poor Things, but at the same time, I would like to watch it to see if she was really that good. At the same time, again, Our House, people have described this to me as Wes Anderson if he made a period piece, and oh my God, I can't stand Wes Anderson's live action work. And people were like, we're going Oscar so white, oh God, here comes that controversy again.
Oh my God.
We've been over this. Come on. It's just, I don't,
It's like, come
I
on.
was like,
Come
why are we
on
putting
now.
race in this? I think I'm not putting any race in that regard. I just genuinely think she was the better performance. That's what I think. So
Yeah.
it was just like all this stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. A black woman got best supporting actress. That's not. They're not. Come on.
Like it doesn't matter like what race you are. It's just the performance that you gave truly matters.
Like I said, like both sides, the left and the right, just shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
like
up.
keep them
Keep
out
it
of your
out.
mouth.
Keep I was gonna say keep the white's name out your fucking.
Keep the white's name
The
out your
what?
fucking
The
mouth.
what?
Came out of my mouth. Yeah,
Jared,
they
what do we have to
do
do?
That's gonna get turned into a joke. It's gonna turn
Oh my
into a joke. People are gonna fucking.
What are we
post
doing
that
with our
shit.
lives again?
Oh my god. Okay, moving on. Best
Okay,
picture. Let's talk about Al Pacino for a second.
Oh my god! In my eyes, the Oppenheimer.
Now, I see Oppenheimer.
Like that was
Like
Oh yeah, it is Oppenheimer.
I think it says Oppenheimer.
my
It
my
is.
best friend was texting me. This is the first time he has ever watched the Oscars, and he was like, "Did Oppenheimer win?" Because like after that, I'm like not 100% positive.
Oh,
And then
because
that's when I told him the thing that I put in the film forum of like, what if they get up there and then they're like, actually, the best picture winner was Moonlight.
Such flashbacks to that.
Pacino too harshly, but literally, like, I was so happy that Oppenheimer won Best Picture. But let's face it, that was fucking funny. That was funny.
That
Yeah.
that moment will be remembered for like even more now for just because of that.
It hasn't turned into a meme yet. I'm surprised. I haven't seen a meme of it yet. I'm surprised it hasn't turned into a meme. It is so funny. Probably the funniest thing Al Pacino has done since she's got a great ass, and you put your head all the way up it from Heat. This was funny, but with the truth being told, with Oppenheimer winning Best Picture, this is the highest grossing film to win Best Picture since I think 2003. Because Return of the King made over $1 billion. This has made $900 million. So this is the highest grossing film in over 2 decades to win Best Picture. This is how you know critics and audiences love your work. They gave it to the rightful person, the rightful people. Especially with Emma Thomas's speech, I'm just so happy for her. I really am. It was just, oh god. It took 21 years. Yes, 21 years. 21 years. 21 fucking years. Because this is 2020. By logic, in terms, I go by when the ceremonies actually take place, not the year of the film. So 21 years. 21 years. Or 20. 20? 21? I don't fucking know. I'm confused. I don't know. I'm scratching my head. I don't know. I'll think about it later.
He's scratching his head like a monkey.
Like a
But overall, other than a couple of things. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one more thing. I forgot to mention. It was the best documentary feature, not best documentary feature short subject. I was mainly talking about it is because Kate McKinnon calling Jurassic World Dominion a fucking documentary. Fuck off. That was my worst film of 2022. Oh, it's a documentary. Yeah, those fucking insects are a documentary. And I don't know. But I will say the best documentary, like the short, like I think it was the main documentary feature. That guy, he's a fucking rebel, man. He was sure something. He was pretty
That was a good speech.
He was pretty much like, oh, fuck Russia. And I agree because they're treating Ukraine like shit. So, he was just like, and he was like, oh, I didn't want to come up here and accept this award. I replace it if Russia leaves us alone. And, that was a great speech. It's true because those locusts ate my friend's house. What the fuck? But yeah, I think that's and of course they did the whole fucking Matt Damon thing because the whole joke about Jimmy Kimmel hating Matt Damon but the dog for the zone of interest peeing all over his star in the Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the Oscars weren't too bad, but I'm mostly pleased that Oppenheimer actually won the awards it won. It won 7 awards. I'm pleased with that. I'm very pleased with that. I hope that this leads the Oscars to not start nominating blockbusters again for Best Picture, and then winning Best Picture. Because I think if that's the case, people are gonna start watching the Oscars again. Because this is up. The ratings went up for a 4th straight year. I
Oh, yeah.
19 point something million viewers. 19 point something.
Yeah, around like 19.5. And I think I remember Jose
Almost 20
sending me
million
something like that.
viewers. That's not too bad.
Yeah, Jose sent me something like that like a few days ago. Or like,
So-
you know.
People are saying Doom Part 2 is going to get a chance for Oscar. People say it's like an 83% chance that it's going to
I'm hoping.
nominated.
I'm
We'll
hoping.
see. Still haven't seen it.
After
by the way.
seeing it,
I really am.
yes.
Speaking of which, what did you think of it?
Listen, the first movie, as I've said, like I think it is a great movie and everything, but it's just like not that cinematic masterpiece that a lot of people. Doom
Tyler,
Part
shut the
2
fuck
is
up.
everything I could have wanted in a movie. It was
Wow.
made for me. It was
Just
like a biblical epic.
Look what Tyler said.
It was
in the chat.
10 Commandments, greatest
Hold
story
on.
ever told. It was all these things, but in space.
Wow.
Yeah, and Jared, I even mentioned it too. Like when I was watching it in the theater, I was like, "It's my version of the greatest story ever told," because it's an entertaining like movie throughout. It's a masterpiece.
It was
it's
just,
only
it
one
was a
more
movie made for me.
Oh my God, Tyler, Madam Web for Best Picture? Oh fuck no!
Oh,
Not on
be
my
quiet,
watch.
Tyler.
Not on my watch. But
Yeah,
I've heard a lot.
I
of people
gave it a
saying-
10 out of 10, by the way.
You gotta
Same.
be kidding me! Is this the first time it's ever happened? No,
Same
no,
here.
it's not the first time. Jordan
No,
told
no,
me
no.
It was like the first time I saw you give a 10 out of 10.
It is, yeah. It is one of my absolute favorite movies.
Oh my God, Tanner just
Oh my
said
god.
in the forum, best supporting actor will go to the Pepsi can.
Because it really
Oh my
got killed off by
God.
the Pepsi.
Oh my God! But that's saying a lot when you give it a 10 out of 10. That leads me to be kind of excited about
Yeah,
watching
like-
it, which I don't know when I'm gonna watch it, but
Yeah, it's like my first A+ of the year. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I guess that's it for the Oscars. I guess we'll start the topics now. William, I guess you could go first.
Okay, so this is going to be a two-parter. So basically, this whole Doom Part 2 screening all leads up to a certain milestone in my Letterboxd that I've actually achieved. I have now reached over 900 followers.
Oh, whoa.
900 followers. That's pretty good.
And to be honest with you, I actually honestly feel so grateful just to have all the
I
support
only have
from all my followers.
206.
Like even too, you would like look at my content. Even Jared too. He would just like look over my content. It was like, oh wow, this guy is like really going places. And just to give you a little history, I've actually been writing reviews ever since like the pandemic first hit. And you're not gonna believe like what was the first review, like what day it was posted on? May the 4th.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
It was for Empire Strikes Back, and I couldn't believe, like, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank all of the followers who have been following my Letterboxd page, and yeah, it just feels so grateful just to reach that huge milestone, and may wish another 100 followers. And I don't know what I'm gonna do until when I reach 1,000, but it feels great. And even the best part about it too is that as soon as I got out of Doom Part 2 for the second time, and then I watched all of the awards going to Oppenheimer, and I saw the 900 followers. I'm like, those are star. Tanner said it best. All those stars are literally aligning from my night. It was like one
I
of the
want
best
to thank
nights
my
I had.
terrible childhood. That's right. That's what Robert Downey Jr. said. I want to thank my terrible childhood. He was making fun of himself.
Yeah. By the way,
Dragon Ball Evolution where you got 1,000 followers.
Tyler, as much as I want, as much as like, it could happen, no way. No way, Tyler.
Oh my
That's not going
God.
to happen. It's
Oh
never
my
going to happen.
God.
By the way,
Anyway,
thank
I'll
you,
let
Jose.
I'll let you finish.
And that's pretty much my topic. I just want to keep it like brief and simple to the point.
Probably for the best because I have a lot to say about what I'm going to talk about. But
Yeah.
first,
Now,
I'm
as for
going to give it to Jared first before I might as well go
Oh.
last because I have a lot to say.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy.
What do we have in store here?
what do you have?
So, I saw a little movie the night before I watched Dune Part 2.
Okay.
Dune Part 2, I gave a 10 out of 10. This movie, I gave a 1.
I know what it is.
It is the absolute... Of the 1 out of 10 movies that I have seen, it is the absolute worst film I have ever seen in my life.
I know.
Freddy got fingered.
God! Fuck that fucking piece
I knew
of
it.
shit, motherfucker! It is also
I
the
knew it.
worst film I've ever seen in my whole life, and I'm glad you didn't fall for this stupid cult following. Oh, it's a cult classic. Oh,
Well,
you intentionally make it better.
yes.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Now, here's the thing I will say too, Victor. I also saw Geely, but I think that's I think that's a hilarious, stupid, awful film.
I want to see
Unintentionally
the Baywatch. I want to
hilarious.
see the Baywatch. I want to see the Baywatch. The worst portrayals. I said
It
Tourette's
is-
last week, but it's actually autism. I said it was Tourette's last week. I'm sorry.
It's that movie is like fucking hilarious in how they thought that would fly. Like they just thought that would
Especially
be
there's
good.
a scene towards the end where they go to the morgue. And
yes.
Justin Barva randomly starts rapping to Baby Got Back while I think Ben Affleck's clipping the dead guy's fucking toenails. I think. Don't quote
But
me on
what's
that.
so bizarre to me is that film does not have a cult following.
It
And
does.
Freddy Got Fingered does. I even looked
I
at
don't
Letterboxd.
understand it for the 100th time.
And I've looked at I even looked at Letterboxd. Freddy Got Fingered has people.
2.9.
It has people giving it 10s, like a lot of people giving it 10s or 6s or 8s or something, and it's all across the board. Whereas it's like Geely is like universally like
Despised. Everybody hates it.
And I
Nobody
don't
hates
know
it.
why that doesn't have a cult following and this
I mean,
movie does,
like,
because Freddy Got Fingered is truly one of the
Trash.
worst pieces of trash I have ever seen.
Oh my god.
Same here, Jared.
Jesus
Now-
fucking Christ. When I saw this movie for the Razzie Marathon, I wanted to blow my fucking brains out. I hated it that much.
Well,
And-
so basically what you're going to get here is a very like an unhinged kind of review of me talking about this movie, because I'm not going to do something like that on my channel. I told William about this earlier.
Oh my god.
I tried writing a review.
So you couldn't
For-
do a Welcome to Morrowind situation. You couldn't do it. You simply couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
Because it was very difficult writing it, because for one, it's like it's a move. I'm writing about something I'm not enjoying writing something about that I don't like.
Yeah, like dude, like
And it was really hard.
like dude,
So I
cannot
had to.
hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like,
Go
dude,
ahead.
Like, dude, I cannot even think of I can't think what is like actually the worst scene in the entire movie, because all of them are just like deplorable, so mean-spirited, and just
Oh my god, it's more of a
funny.
It's bottom of the barrel.
Dog shit.
Like, I'll tell you this. So the majority of my reviews, when I write them, that they run anywhere from most of the times 15 to 20 minutes.
Yes.
That is about, typically my scripts are around anywhere between 5 to just going over 6 pages.
Mm-hmm.
This one I could only get to a full 3 pages on. I just have nothing to say. And the thing was, too, I didn't want to be, just going like full on negative and everything, because I don't like being that way. But for the purposes of, the review, I kind of have to. And I don't enjoy that. So I decided, I was like, okay, maybe there's a better way of like talking about my disdain for this movie while also having like a greater conversation by like comparing it to something in a similar vein that does work. And that was, I was comparing, because I was looking at, Tom Green starts out with a Tom Green.
Tom Green.
Wait,
Wait.
At least you're not Chris Stuckman, according to source.
Wait. Jared, Tom Green? Well, that's a first.
It is the first.
But Tom Green, started out with,
The Tom Green Show on MTV.
Yeah. And it's, kind of a gross out prank kind of show.
But, it's not very dissimilar to Jackass. And
Yes,
loves
Jackass came out just after it and everything. And they were very similar. In fact, Jackass took some things from the Tom Green Show. But the thing is, there is a difference, a harsh difference between Tom Green and Jackass. Jackass it's really, it's like they're making fun of themselves.
Not only is that, it's good natured.
Yes,
Jackass Forever. It is very heartfelt. There's a lot of heart to Jackass,
and they feel like your friends almost. Like
exactly.
they are very like
family, especially if you grew up with Jackass and then you saw Jackass Forever in the theater. They're almost like your family.
They are very likable. They all have huge bunches of charisma.
Exactly.
And at least from what I have seen of Tom Green, he really lacks charisma.
Oh my god!
I will say the one movie that he's actually pretty good in, and that's
Is it Charlie's Angels?
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it.
Jared,
That's
you
only
just
because
read
I haven't
Victor's
seen Road
mind.
Trip. Okay, I haven't seen Road Trip.
Same here. But Jared, you just read Victor's mind.
But in Charlie's Angels,
What are you, Charles Xavier?
He had to
Take it to the future.
He had to tone the fucker down because, of course, he was dating Drew Barrymore at the time. Drew Barrymore was a producer on both of the big Charlie's Angels movies, so he had to tone it down a little bit.
The only
vice versa in this movie.
And I will say, the only things that I liked in this movie, one of them, is just an arbitrary thing that, doesn't make the movie any better or any worse. The song selection was really good.
Not bad. It's not
bad.
Bad.
It brings me back to the early 2000s, and I like entering the early 2000s every now and then.
There's a pretty decent amount of songs. I don't remember all the songs. I remember Green Day, one of the Green Day songs. I think it was off the Warning album. I forget what it was. It's off Warning. I know that for sure.
And
also they loop an Eminem song at the end of the movie for some fucking reason. I don't know.
And then Rip Torn can honestly be.
Oh my god, he was irritating.
He's irritating, and yet I feel so bad for his character. He is the best character in the movie because he's not the annoying son.
Oh my god. The only thing I liked personally, Drew Barrymore's cameo. That's it. Contractually obligated, perhaps, but still.
Tom Green plays, without a doubt, Gord is the most annoying protagonist
Oh
He
my
I
is
have
the
god.
worst
ever
protagonist
seen.
in any fucking movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, like he literally drove me insane when I was
It's
watching it on
so
like
One of the worst
frickin'
performance. No, it is other than fucking chat in a Blair Witch Project. This is one of the worst performances I've ever seen in my whole entire
yeah,
life.
and he and Jared and Jared, he's like one of the worst movie characters I've seen too. He's right up there with
He is
Samuel
a
Loomis from
man-child.
Halloween
He is
2.
a man-child.
He's up there with everyone in Dirty Grandpa and Hottie and the Naughty.
okay.
God.
I will say I did forget. Okay, Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh my god! I
Just
forgot Anthony Michael
How
Hall was
much
in
of an
it.
asshole he is to him. I did like that. I did.
I
Anytime
did because fuck him.
anytime someone was being a like asshole to Gord, I was happy.
Yes.
But I was not happy during like any of this movie. In fact, like I was just like, oh, okay. And what is sad is the movie has all its humor in shock humor.
It is all shock humor, every single one. Now,
And the
keep in
thing
mind,
is,
It literally is for the sake of
like
it.
Jackass's humor is also shock humor.
but they actually have fun with it. They make fun
Yes.
of themselves. They have fun with it. It's
And-
not
and there's,
taken
you
too-
know,
it's ultimately their pranks. Like even though they sometimes go extreme, like look at the golf ball shit. The
There's a
air horn
setup
in the
and
first
payoff.
Jackass movie.
There's a
There's a
setup
payoff.
and payoff to those jokes,
And
whereas
also in the first Jackass movie, when I forgot it was who was it that put the car up his ass? Who was it? Was it Bam? Who put the car up his ass? I forget who puts the car up his ass. I need to look it up. I need to look up who put the at the end of the first Jackass movie. They put a toy car up somebody's ass. But I forget who it was. Let me make sure. Dave. Is it Dave England who does it? No. I don't. No, Ryan Dunn, the late Ryan Dunn, rest in peace. That Steve was gonna do it, but then Ryan decided to do it, and he put the toy car up his ass. We'll probably talk about that movie sometime because I love that movie. It's so funny.
Wait. Hold up.
What did you say?
Jordy, what?
What did you just say?
We're talking about Jackass the movie where
You
it
said
does not.
something about putting a toy car up someone's
Yes,
ass.
that actually happened. It's Jackass. Those movies are so funny. They're so funny. But anyway. And also, oh my god! There's so many Jackass explanations I could give. Like the ending prank of Jackass number 2 with the fucking terrorist shit. But anyway,
Here we go.
so yeah, like continuing on everything, there's just so many instances of gross out humor that has like no rhyme or reason other than to be gross and shocking, and that is where this movie has a cult following of some kind because they think
I don't get it either.
that, you know, he is in on the joke. And you know what? He might very well be in on the joke and think what he is doing is, you know, to gross you out. But if he is trying to make it funny, it's not fucking funny.
It is the least bit funny. You kidding me?
Oh,
okay, the umbilical cord scene with the baby slinging it around, and then the very racist portrayal of those women just you know, banging on those drums and, you know, like yelling around is like
the umbilical cord scene is one of the worst films to ever be put to film. I nearly walked out after I watched that.
Dude,
I almost put myself in the fucking fetal position after that fucking scene.
the deer carcass, the elephant head, the jacking off of a horse.
Oh my
Just all of these, it's just, and also that's another thing. No setup at all. It's just Tom Green goes up to a horse and jacks it
It's
off.
offensive to disabled people. Look at the girlfriend. The fucking a little offensive portrayal of disabled people, and she's like, she has a spanking fetish, and that fucking scene where she's spanking them. Oh my god, it's
Oh my god,
not
like
funny.
Like I was literally like drained after the movie was over. Like I literally saw it during when the whole pandemic was going on, and around December like 30th, I lost my shit. Literally.
Hold on a second. Sora just said jacking off a horse while somebody likes My Little Pony too much.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
But
god.
to me, at least, my least favorite scene in the entire movie,
That was
because
Silver
this is
Record
something
scene.
that you do not
Oh
fucking
my god,
make a
it's the scene with
joke
the
out of.
fucking- This is the scene where Gord, his main character, he pretty much says that his brother molested him. Is that the scene?
That his father molested his brother.
Oh my god!
And then
fuck
his
this scene.
brother is taken to a
loony bin, I think, right?
a home for children that have also been molested.
Oh my
And they are
god, it's
sitting in a room
disgusting.
watching a horror movie that is, and then a boy beside him says, "You were fingered too?
Ugh.
It's okay. I understand." That is the dirtiest, foulest, like evil thing
But
that I
now,
have ever
we
seen
made it
put to film.
intentionally bad. He made it bad on purpose. Fuck off.
Like you cannot defend that movie
You
when
cannot.
that scene exists.
You
That
simply cannot.
it is absolutely foul and
It is
gross
disgusting.
and dirty.
It's on fuck
And then,
awful.
Also, let's keep this in mind. The movie doesn't know how to fucking end because it ran out of joke. It's like the movie just stops.
And then and you know, I actually end my review with this talking about the end of the movie with the boy running into the running into the engine
God,
or whatever
I
and
forgot
die or
I'm
like
okay,
getting cut
I'm
up and then
okay.
saying I'm
I'm
okay.
okay.
I basically say at the end of my review that I've written, I say I'm kind of like the kid at the end of this movie who, you know, runs into the propeller and everything and gets cut up. I might be, you know, a little hurt, a little damaged, but you know what? I'm gonna be okay.
That was studio interference.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna be okay.
Because that was studio interference. Because originally the end of the movie, that kid was supposed to die. That was how the movie was supposed to end, with the kid dying. But Fox and Regency or whoever the fuck greenlit this stupid shit, which Fox, Regency, how fucking dare you? Tom Rothman, go fuck yourself for greenlighting this bullshit.
All right.
This is the reason why I fucking hate you. But they forced him to go in 80 yards. They put in, oh, I'm okay. That was all 80 yards, put in at the last minute.
Oh my
Before
God.
I finish talking about this movie, I do want to bring up something. Hold on, I need to find my
I might as
review.
well not even do this movie for the 100th episode like I promised, because we're doing it right now.
Yeah, like
I
okay.
mean,
Caption this.
Plus, Jordy would be fucking miserable. He already walked out a bad taste. Spoiler alert.
Yeah,
So he don't want
Jared.
to go
I
through
mean, if I
this.
have to watch this a second time for this podcast,
Oh my
I
God.
will.
But Jared,
But after that, I'm not seeing this again. Okay.
but
Go ahead,
look,
William.
caption this.
Oh my God, help me. What you were gonna say, Jared?
But go ahead.
I was gonna say this one thing that Roger Ebert. Sorry,
The
I'm
Ebert
slurring
and
my
Roper
word.
review. If you ever seen that, if you get a chance to watch the Ebert and Roper review,
Where he says
amazing.
this movie doesn't. He gave it a rare 0 out of 4. By the way,
or thumbs down.
he said this movie doesn't scrape the bottom of the barrel. This movie isn't the bottom of the barrel. This movie isn't below the bottom of the barrel. This movie doesn't deserve to be mentioned in the same sentence with barrels. The day may come when Freddy Got Fingered is seen as a milestone of neo-surrealism. The day may never come.
Says.
The day may never come when it is seen as funny.
Oh my gosh. What?
And
The
that right there is Freddy Got Fingered. That it is a the lowest ratings that I do is a 1 out of 10, and it is absolutely deserving of a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
I have like Geely is not a film that personally offended me,
I gave it a 0, but this is a -1. Fuck it.
but this is a film that deeply, deeply offended me, and
I don't get easily offended, but this movie offended me.
Oh yeah.
it is just it is a vile film, and
It's
I
disgusting.
really hated it. And so
I-
now you can see why it might be hard how my channel is to talk about this movie, but you
Yeah.
know what? I did what I could.
No.
It'll be a while before the review is even posted because I have a bunch of other reviews. In fact, this was going to be my next review anyway, but because of Christopher Nolan winning and everything,
Whatever.
makes sense that Memento will be my review for this week,
Oh my god. It
Ooh,
is
nice.
another thing I want to mention.
which is a lot better than Freddy Got Fingered.
Another thing I want to mention too.
Hell of a lot better.
Another thing I want to mention as well, in terms of like how bad this is. Tom Green actually went with the joke. He actually appeared at the Razzies and he threw out a red carpet to himself. I'm just like, Tom Green, fuck off. As Richard Roper said in the Even and Roper review, go flip burgers somewhere.
Also, like, I think of another person that does like gross out kind of humor and everything, and yet like understands comedy far better than Tom Green does, and it's Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yes, Borat is one of the
Borat,
funniest movies.
Ollie G. Ollie G is fucking awesome.
I love
If
both
you-
Borats. I love both of them. But like, it is so funny. But like, in terms of like the cult following of like, it's neo. That's exactly what Roger Ebert said. It's exactly what happened. It's surrealism. It's neo-surrealism. Oh, that's why it's fascinating to watch. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Like
surrealist
Red
bullshit.
Letter Media, who I do not always agree with, or any. In fact, most days I don't agree with them.
South
They
Park.
did a video. They did a video where I can't even remember if they fully like supported it or whatever, but they basically like didn't fully condemn it either, and I feel like this movie is completely worth like
This should be
condemning.
fucking on death row. That's how bad this movie is. It should be on
Oh my
death
God.
row.
Like, this is worse than like say The Hottie and the Naughty, which I need to rewatch,
Oh,
not alcoholed up.
But it's
Oh
not as
my
bad as
God.
this.
Oh,
But yeah, it is not as bad as this. Something like Cat in the Hat.
No, nowhere
As
near
horrible
that.
as that
You can have
is.
fun
Oh.
with that movie.
easily.
But yeah, this is
Another
absolute
thing that they
trash.
forgot to mention: South Park. That is the gross out. That is all Trey Parker and Matt Stone do. But you know why it makes it so brilliant? Because they actually have funny jokes and social commentary that actually. Chris Rock, I love the guy, but he loves Freddy Got Fingered. I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't. This movie
I don't get it either.
should be buried. Sony, if you release this shit on 4K, I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna buy all the copies. I'm gonna burn them.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, like Jared, like this movie
Oh.
was.
What?
I was gonna say this movie was like a 90-minute movie that it almost took me literally 4 hours to finish.
That's true. It's only like 88, 89 minutes.
Yeah, it took
And
me
it
4
feels
hours
like
to finish
3 hours long. That's another thing too.
because I
Holy
took
shit.
breaks in between just to keep my
Holy
sanity in
shit.
check.
Also, before I forget, I did get these just to lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
beautiful. I have my
Very
own
nice.
pickups, but my hands are dirty right now, and I don't have no napkins.
I had to
I'll
get.
maybe show them later.
I got
Hold on.
Hunchback of Notre Dame because it's
Is that what
my
the fucking
second.
sequel?
Yeah, it is
Oh my
with the
God, have
sequel,
mercy
but it
on your
has
soul.
better art than the original copy
My
of
God,
the
have
two.
two.
mercy
Snow
on your
White.
soul. I think you have. Yeah, you did see the second one. Wasn't that like the second bottom of your Disney movie tune list?
Yes, I think so.
Fucking like
and about
Paul
Snow White.
Dini had a write, or was it Bruce Timm who wrote that fucking movie? Oh my God.
his studio did it.
Oh my God.
And
my
then
God.
also like I didn't originally get this, but I had to. I want to get the 4K, and obviously, like, I'm never going to. Once I get the 4K, I'm never going to watch this version ever, probably. But I wanted to get it because I love the poster art with this. This is one of my absolute favorite, like, movie posters, and it's for the original Snow White.
That's
And
really nice.
it has, like, different, like, the art's just very different. Like, Prince Florian is very different looking from how he ended up, and then also, like, Snow White's dress is like gold and red compared to blue and gold.
Yeah, like the edition that I have too is like the very rare ass diamond edition that came out in like 2012, I think.
If I had all the money, I would have gotten the Peter Pan. I would have gotten Lady and the Tramp 2. I would have gotten also that Fantasia one that comes with Fantasia 2000,
Oh, yeah.
and a random Mickey cartoon. I'm not sure what that one is, but
Well, even too, like those Blu-rays can be really expensive nowadays when you look up on eBay. Like if you want to get like, you know, the complete set, including the slipcover, which I luckily to have for Snow White and Pinocchio, they would come. You have to pay like a pretty penny for them.
it sucks. Yeah.
I
thought it was best that I bring those up just because
I fell
what
into
I
that
had to
trap with
talk
this.
about.
I fell into the trap with this one though.
Oh gosh, let's see. Maybe I get paid on Friday. If Peter Pan is still there, I'll get it. Maybe Fantasia, because I love fucking Fantasia. That's
I do too. It's like one of the best animated movies of that generation.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
nothing much.
I was just showing Jared the rare ass diamond edition of Snow White that I have.
Oh, well, it's not rare anymore. It's not rare anymore because of Disney Plus. It's not rare anymore.
That's true.
But I was saying that, like, once I get the 4K of Snow White, I mean that Blu-ray that I have is just gonna sit there to be nice looking.
But yeah, Jesus. But yeah, Freddy Got Fingered, fuck that fucking movie. I'm glad you fucking hated it. I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Like,
too,
I barely have like any 1 out of 10s and everything, just because like I don't. Because I feel like for me to see a 1 out of 10 movie, I have to like seek it out, and I don't want to seek out bad movies.
Okay, Jose says, "Where's your Yoshi, Victor?"
Where's my Yoshi? Well, he's not here right now.
But I did watch that on the Criterion channel, so I still have
Criterion
a few.
Had an idea to put that on their phone. If Criterion ever gives it a physical 4K, burn it. Burn it like the fucking Dunkin' Chino commercial. Burn it.
Or give it to Roby just to like use a mallet to compete on it.
I hoped that one day Criterion Channel on their Twitter or X or whatever announces, like on April 1st, they announced that they'll do a 4K of like Freddy Got Fingered or something. That would be fucking funny.
But so Jordy, you can go ahead and do your topic now. If you're even here.
He said he was going to be right back.
He'll be right back. Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, I have to fill for time. I have to fill for time. So, I mean, in terms of like worst movies of all time, Freddy Got Fingered is obviously my number one. There's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. But some of the other ones I did mainly for the Razzie Marathon. Let's see. Bucky Larson's one of them. Bucky Larson is one of the worst ones I think I've ever seen.
I watched it out of pure curiosity, and why the fuck did I do it to myself?
It's worse than Jack and Jill. It's worse than Jack and Jill. It really is. I think Jack and Jill is it's still bad. Jack and Jill's still bad. Don't get me wrong. But Bucky Larson's worse. Way worse.
Like Jack and Jill was just like the Return of the King of the Razzies, you know?
Yeah, but Bucky Larson still swept it. I'm sorry. Oh, Stephen Dorff. I only do good movies. What about that one? Huh, Stephen Dorff? Anyway.
Yeah, hypocrite much?
Let's see. Other ones that like Geely was way high up there when I did my Razzie Marathon, way up there because, I mean, Ben Affleck is not good in that movie, nor is Jennifer Lopez, but the Justin Bartha character, that's what sealed the deal for me. That whole portrayal of autism that he had, that sealed the deal for me. I was just like,
Oh,
and
jeez.
and when they actually pay off the whole Baywatch joke, I want to see the Baywatch, and they fucking filming Baywatch. I'm just like,
Baywatch.
Jeez.
it's fucking retarded. And Al Pacino in that one scene, I'm just like, it's like the second most embarrassing thing, or the third most embarrassing thing you've done other than the Oscars and the Jack.
It's sad.
Wait, he was
because
in
I
it?
think he's
Yes,
the
he
best
was.
thing in that movie.
He was him and Christopher Walken.
Oh. Wow.
Although Christopher Walken, I think, had a little bit of a bigger role. Al Pacino's only one scene.
Oh my god.
Probably because Martin Brest told him to do it because he did what's the name? Scent of a Woman with him. But like that movie is so bad, and the vagina monologue. Oh my god.
That was like that movie is
Uh-oh.
That's what it had to describe.
the I'm just like
Oh.
nobody that has made this movie has ever met
A human
a
being.
lesbian or a gay person or a human being
Casey
before
Amy did it better.
because he turns her
And I'm
straight.
sure we're gonna talk about Chasing Amy because I love the Kevin Smith movies. We just gotta do Clerks and Mallrats first, but yeah, that I hated. Let's see, Swept Away. Oh, it's
That's
really
on that's on the Criterion
bad.
Channel.
Really bad. Guy Ritchie when he was married to Madonna. It is so bad. But again, Madonna is not a great actress per se. She's not. Let's face it, folks. She's not. A lot of the movies she was in were really bad. Like look at Body of Evidence. I heard that movie is dreadful. A couple of other ones. One she did with Abel Ferrara. I heard that's really shit. The only really good ones she did were Desperately Seeking Susan, and I think she was in Dick Tracy, right? She was in Dick Tracy. I'm pretty sure she was.
I'm
but
not sure.
apparently, Dick Tracy's a great movie, so I guess I'll leave it.
I
at
mean,
that.
it's done by Warren Beatty, so
So, yeah. Let's see. The only movie that I didn't see in my Razzie Marathon because I couldn't find a link to it was Burn Hollywood Burn. I've never seen it because I couldn't find a link to it. And if I couldn't find a link to it, you probably know it's bad. Like I heard, like it's just like Joe Estrahas, like unhinged ranting about his time in Hollywood. I'm just like, Joe Estrahas, you are a one-trick pony. You only really wrote only one good movie, Basic Instinct. Everything else is shit. Sliver was apparently shit. Showgirls is definitely really shit. That's another one I fucking hate. I don't care. That one I truly, just like Freddy Got Fingered, I don't understand why Showgirls has a cult following. This movie's not fun. It's not entertaining. Like, how could anybody find that campy when there's a rape scene in it? Oh, that's camp. Fuck you. Grover Holden, what the fuck were you thinking? At least he did Starship Troopers and Hollow Man afterwards. At least he did. At least he got his shit together and not worked with Estrahas again because, Jesus Christ. By the way, I'm having a good old-fashioned Ezekiel Sims approved Pepsi.
oh. I could also talk too a little bit of a video series that I might be planning on doing.
What is it?
Actually going through all the different Oscars ceremonies, their nominees, and then at the end kind of being like who I think like should have been nominated for this or that. And, you know, basically like what we do now and everything with the newer Oscars, but with some of the older ones. Because the first Oscars I've been reading up is extremely interesting because there was two basically, you know, Best Picture winners.
Oh, wow.
Because there wasn't a Best Picture category yet. There was Outstanding Picture, which was kind of the big box office kind of picture winner. The pop, and then there was the most artistic picture for your more like slower out horse kind of films. So like Wings won, and then Sunrise won. But Wings is considered the overall Best Picture winner now.
But yeah,
They also rigged it. I'm just
Oh
saying
my
they rigged
God.
it because Janet Gaynor, who won Best Actress, was nominated for Best Actress for 3 separate movies.
Oh my God.
So,
There you go. You win no matter what.
yes. And then another one was oh yeah. So Charlie Chaplin's The Circus was nominated in a few categories for Best Directing, Best Acting, and Best Screenplay. But it was eventually taken out of the running and given a special award only to Charlie Chaplin because they knew that that the movie would have won in all of those categories. And then another thing too, because when the Oscars was released and everything, that first Oscars happened, the jazz singer had been
Oh, yeah.
released, so synchronized sound. They
Yes.
decided not to put it in most, if not all, like they didn't put it in like the major like film category of like, you know, outstanding picture or best artistic feature because they believed, you know, sound was such a big you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
big thing that it would just completely rob other films of it. So it
Yeah.
also got a special award. So
Yeah.
that Oscars is like
Little
fully
weird fucking
rigged.
thing. That's
And
weird.
like you could tell they're just like starting to figure things out and everything. But like the fact that, and then also there's some people that are nominated for no particular movie because they worked on multiple movies at that time and everything. But like, yeah.
What the?
Wait.
DJ was back and he got off. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. This is bad.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go.
There he is.
That's better.
Sorry, I just had to refresh my page.
Anyway, we are filling out the runtime for you to talk about your topics, so I'm going last. I have a lot to say, so I guess you'll go first, Jordy.
Well, one of them. Well, this is one of the top topics I want to talk about.
Okay.
First of all, our heartfelt condolences go out to the friends and family of the late great Akira Toriyama.
Oh
Yeah.
Who died of a subterminal hematoma, I believe is a head injury.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, I don't know how he got it, how it happened. I mean, we don't know if it was, you know, an accident. We don't know if it was, you know, intentional, like a foul play. But that is a major blow to, you know,
the
Japanese
anime community, manga, Japan
yeah.
itself.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Akira Toriyama, most of the stuff that, you know, like I'd be talking about Dragon Ball related, like, or anything anime related, you know, whether it's Dragon Ball, Demon Slayer, Spy Family, or
Attack on
even
Titan.
or even Zom 100. I mean, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be here as an anime / manga lover if it wasn't for Akira Toriyama. So
Yeah.
a lot of, you know, heartfelt condolences go out to his friends and family.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep,
I mean, that's
and,
devastating for the manga and anime community. It's devastating.
Yeah, and Jordy.
The only thing I'm only concerned about for Dragon Ball is where do they go from here? Because
I don't know.
Because the thing is, the last time Akira tried to end Dragon Ball, you know, he tried to, you know, like do it with, well, the ending of Dragon Ball Z, but then Dragon Ball GT came out, and then we all know how people didn't like GT, and then he made a new series, Dragon Ball Super, but then again, he added those 2 movies, you know, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, and then Resurrection F. That would also culminate in the creation of Dragon Ball Super, you know, but I'm wondering, will they end Super on a high note, and will Dragon Ball Daima be the last of it? Because again, I can't see anything done without Akira Toriyama being in the front of the, you know, project, because he's given us so much. It's hard to see anything, you know, without him at the helm.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
dude.
I would advise anybody who's in the creation of Dragon Ball is to somehow end the franchise on a high note, somehow, some way, and just make it, look good, so that way even he would be proud of it.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
the
I
only
think
thing
that's the best you can do.
It
Yeah,
really
because
is.
other than that, they're gonna turn into a fucking cash cow if they continue. So
the only
Yeah.
thing they could do with it by turning it into a cash cow is if they made video games off of it.
yeah,
Or-
can keep
Which I
making
mean,
it, but
they have.
they absolutely have. But
And they can,
Uh-huh.
and plus, the thing is, I can't imagine it continuing without Akira,
Nope.
yeah,
No.
And even too, like I even was looking through my Instagram feed. There were multiple like artists who actually created like AI artwork, which I actually sent it to you, Jordy.
Yeah,
fuck
I
AI.
saw that. It was good.
Yeah, that was honestly very respectful to the man who brought us Dragon Ball in the first place.
Not only did he bring us Dragon Ball, he also brought us, a Dr. Slump, which is an anime.
Let's not forget he did character design work for Chrono Trigger, I believe.
Yes.
Oh, that's
yes, he
right.
did.
He did.
I
Dragon
fucking
Quest,
love
I
that
think.
game.
I think
That's
Dragon
right.
Quest, but don't quote me on that. But I know for sure.
I'm gonna
Chrono
quote you on
Trigger.
anything, by taking a sip of soda every time you say "Don't quote me on that."
But
Yeah,
he
because I
did
have my
that for
fucking
Chrono
Pepsi can
Trigger.
because I'm gonna get killed by Madam Web in a couple of
And-
minutes.
And he did the art style for like Dragon Quest and
That's
stuff.
what I said, Dragon Quest.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
wait, yeah, I have the. Oh, yeah.
Write that down. Write that down.
There, Hunter, you have
You know-
that. Stop harassing me about
You know
that.
something?
Hey, did you know
I
he did it
actually-
for Dragon Quest?
Hold on a second. You know what? You're right about that, Tyler. At least because Dragon Ball Evolution was so bad, he came back and did more Dragon Ball. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
There has to be a motive to getting back in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. It's devastating. Overall,
It-
it's devastating.
Now, as for my channel, which is also Dragon Ball related, of course, last night I premiered the Stop the Saiyan Invasion or the Saiyan Saga, whatever you want to call it, on my channel for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And just like with the last one, with the 23rd World Tournament and Bardock alone against Fate, just like with Bardock, the 23rd tournament got over 1,000 views, like 1.2K.
You found a niche. You found a niche audience.
Yeah, a 1.2K, of 1,000 views. And
You got a
I'm
niche
wondering,
audience, you should be proud.
say what?
You got a niche audience. You should be proud. You got an
Yeah.
audience.
Yeah. And even though there's not a lot of people that are in the live chat, which I can understand, but I do know people who watch it back, the replay of it, that's more important. And the hashtags, that the popular ones is the one that makes it look good. I'm talking about
Yeah.
hashtag Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super,
Hashtag
Dragon Ball Daima,
Oppenheimer. Hopefully it gives us views.
hashtag DBZK, and hashtag Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's it. So
yeah, good for you. Good for you, really.
So yeah,
Yeah,
now the Frieza saga, it's gonna have 2 acts into it because due to the storage and all that, I couldn't upload, all hours of it, like in one video, but it will come out in 2 acts for next week and the week after that. Act 1, it will just feature everything like from the beginning of the Frieza saga, like all the way up till right before Goku has arrived to planet Namek. Act 2 will obviously be when Goku arrives at planet Namek, all the way to the end of the Frieza saga.
So it's pretty much gonna be like Live Together, Die Alone parts 1 and 2, through the Looking Guys parts 1 and 2, the Incident parts 1 and 2, and the End parts 1 and 2.
It's acts, not parts.
It's a lost joke, get it?
I know it's a lost joke, and I get it. I was just saying there's a difference between acts and parts.
I'd say parts. I don't know. Act sounds a little bit pretentious to me, but
Man, there's that P word again.
yeah, I love that word. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, Romy loves that word too.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah, I
wondering,
love that word. If ever going in my brain. Oh yeah.
Yeah, let me shit all over your head so I can have Johnny Ass do you for breakfast. Yeah.
Oh god.
But either way, now as for what I got in store for my channel after I'm done doing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, I have, honest to God, no idea. But I do know one thing. The previous premiere that was dedicated for Akira Toriyama due to his passing. Now, as for every other Dragon Ball video that I upload, obviously it's to pay tribute to him and the franchise as a whole. You know, even though it won't always have rest in peace Akira Toriyama and everyone, just for for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Stop the Saiyan Invasion.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, sometimes it is hard to produce videos about what of Vince having sex with Cena butt naked.
No, you're not doing it right. Hold on. Or having sex with Cena butt naked after the Oscars. Yeah.
Because he was naked, to be fair.
Hey, Jose, you know you're a terrorist, right? Even up the ass. Yeah.
Okay,
Hey, Jared Ross. You know your name reminds me of? It reminds me of good old JR. You know what good old JR did? He joined the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club.
This is funny.
Here's another one for you. William Braun. I remember a guy named William Regal. You know what? He became the first person to join the Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club. Yeah.
John Cena for playing with fire.
God, that
All right.
don't remind me of that.
All right, last one, and then I'm done. Victor Devalle, huh?
Oh,
Well, let me
no,
tell you
for fuck's
something.
sake.
You're nothing but small fry. And you know what I do with small fry? I fire him. So you know what? You're fired. or no, I got you better than that. Hold on. You're fired.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
No chance. No chance in the ass. You've got no chance. No chance up the ass. Come on. Come and get it. Come on.
Okay, Jordy, with you doing those impressions, I hope you don't blow out your voice box.
Who are you, Mr. Humberfoop? Fire!
Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, I'll do that one and then I'm done. Okay. Hold on. If your house is not as good as last time, you're fired! Yeah!
Oh my God.
Was that good?
Yes, that was
That
very
was
good.
great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else?
Now there's one thing I want to discuss before
Okay.
I pass the reins over to, to Victor here. I want to point out that I've been having a little bit of technical difficulties of trying to get everything done for the Boo saga. I don't know what's going on. Majin Buu, yeah. I don't know what's going on with, the audio sync, when I'm doing the editing, but I'm going to get that worked on one way or the other, because if I can't get it, get it out there, I might have to put the, everything, the premieres on hiatus until further notice after the Cell saga.
Uh-huh.
Or even after the epilogue of the Cell saga, which is part of Trunks of the Warrior of Hope, but, Now, with that being said, I'm done. On the floor is yours, Victor, and I'm just gonna wait till we do the review.
Oh my
even
God.
though,
So-
even
By
though,
the way,
honestly, I don't know what to say about the film, but I do know I will try to give you guys my explanation why I walked out on it. So, Victor,
okay.
take it away.
Okay, Tanner says something in the film part. He
What do you
says,
say now?
it's a shame they canceled that Cat and Hat sequel. Jordy would have been great as Humble Floop.
You know what? I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay, let's talk about.
Oh, wait, hold on. It's 9:02. Staff meeting.
Oh Oh my god. Okay, so let's
ahead.
try and see if I can get up with this and do this as smoothly as possible because I have a lot of feelings about what I'm about to talk about. Okay, Scream 7.
Yep.
There has been an Instagram post that I saw earlier this afternoon. Nev Campbell's Instagram account. And at this point, everybody thought she was done with Scream Forever because what they screwed over with Scream 6, Spyglass being a cunt-faced McGee, as it always is, because Spyglass is always going to be a cunt-faced McGee. Take notes from that, because I am going to still call them cunt-faced McGees no matter what I think about this here. Anyway, this is what he said. That's what she said on Instagram. Quote, "Hi all. I'm so excited to announce this news. Sidney Prescott is coming back. It has always been such a blast and an honor to play Sidney in the Scream movies. My appreciation for these films and what they have meant to me has never waned. I am very happy and proud I have been asked in the most respectful way to bring Sidney back to the screen, and I couldn't be any more thrilled. Actually, well, I could. Well, I've been been so incredibly lucky to make these films with both the master of horror, Wes Craven, and the wonderfully talented Matt and Tyler team, Radio Silence. I have dreamt for many years about how would it be amazing to make one of these movies with Kevin Williamson at the helm. And now it's happening. Kevin Williamson is going to direct Scream 7. This was his baby, and it's his brilliant mind that dreamt up this world. Kevin is not just an inspiration as an artist, but has been a dear friend for many years. To the amazing Scream fans, I hope you are excited as all are. See you on set, and she tags Kevin Williamson's Instagram. Wow, I have a lot of thoughts about this, but I want to start off with the positives before I start with the negatives because, everybody wants to be a negative Nancy about the situation, okay? First of all, I am so happy Nev got paid what she wanted. After the whole bullshit with Scream 6, and she didn't get enough money that she wanted, that she was justified, I think. I'm happy she got paid. I'm happy she's coming back. Obviously, there is no Scream without Sidney. Obviously. But what surprises me even more is that Kevin Williamson is directing this fucking movie. I mean, of course, to me as a writer, he's one of my idols. But Scream's like one of my all-time favorite franchises. He wrote 1, 2, and 4 before Harvey Weinstein fucked him in the ass with the script after that shitty third act. Anyway, thanks, Weinstein. About to rant on you again in a minute. But these movies mean so much to me. And having the creator, the writer, who brought it all to life, coming in as full circle, I think it's genius. I think it's perfect. Other than Radio Silence, this would have been my pick to take this franchise and continue it. I mean, let's face it, guys. This is, like she said in the Instagram post, this is as much Kevin's baby as much as Wes Craven's. This is as much his baby.
I mean, it's probably more so his baby.
It's so
He wrote the fucker, sold it to Miramax, and somehow got Wes Craven on board to direct it. I mean, come on.
And the script came with a treatment for the second movie.
Exactly. And the Scream 2 is my second favorite film of all time. Other than Jerry Maguire, it's my favorite movie of all time. Because Jerry Maguire showed me the money. But this franchise means so much to me, and having the creator who brought it all to life coming back, it means the world to me. I mean, I assume Nev was not cheap, and Spyglass absolutely had to pay her. But I think because of her power in this position, she was able to get Kevin Williamson on board, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy. It was also going to be written according. She posted a cover of the script that she got earlier today. James Vanderbilt's not writing, but Guy Bizkick, who's the co-writer of 5 and 6, is writing it. Vanderbilt has story credit, but he's directing a movie right now. It's like Lumenberg. I think it's based on a true story, but he's directing a movie at the moment. That's probably why he couldn't write it, because he's directing a movie at the moment. But at least one of the writers is coming back. But I have a feeling that Kevin Williamson probably is going to rewrite that script. I have a feeling he's gonna get screenwriting credit, because obviously he's gonna have a lot of power. Obviously this is his baby. He wants to protect that baby as much as possible. And I'm very happy. And this is not only that. Let's go back a minute, folks. This is the first time Kevin's directed a movie in 25 years.
What has he directed?
Teaching Mrs. Tingle from 1999.
Okay. I was about to say, I have no
It's a
clue
Katie
what
Holmes
he's
and
directed.
Helen Mirren, I believe, is in it. And it bombed at the box office. Didn't get very good reviews because Harvey Weinstein and Bob Weinstein fucked with the movie because of Columbine. You thought Scream 3 was fucked by Columbine? This even more so. So, yeah, Harvey Weinstein butt-fucked him. So, obviously, he's getting a second chance at directing. And I'm thrilled about that. He can be a very good filmmaker. He's already a fantastic writer. I think he could. This is the right choice. This is absolutely the right choice to me. This is absolutely the right choice in terms of getting the director. 100%. There is no Scream fan who didn't want Kevin to direct, because.
And it would be a great capper to end the franchise on, and it won't.
I would think 7 would be the last, considering what has happened. I don't know if they're going to make any more after this. But let's talk about the negatives. That's the positives about it. I talked about the positives. Now, yes, we have to address the elephant in the fucking room once again. The whole Melissa Barrera situation. She got fired for, sharing her political beliefs. And Gary Barber at Spyglass deserves to get butt fucked in the ass, because he fired her over free speech. And it's still disgusting that they fired her. And a lot of people right now on Instagram are shitting over Wes and Kevin for taking this on because of the whole Melissa situation. At the same time, I want to point this out. I'm not saying they're all wrong, but I'm saying this. Just because you see it on Instagram and on Reddit doesn't represent real life. Here's what I mean. They want to supposedly support the free Palestine movement that Melissa has been, rightfully so, supporting. But these people on Twitter, on Reddit, on Instagram, they've done nothing. All they did is free Palestine. They don't do anything about it. They don't donate to all these organizations. They don't do nothing. They just do it because it's fucking trendy. Makes them look like, it makes them look, I don't know. It's one of those things where, are you really standing by her? Or are you just saying that because, it's because I get it. She's the protagonist of these last 2 films. I get that 100%. I support Melissa all the way to the end. And I do want her to come back. Well, I'll get to that later. But to the point where they're shitting all over Nev because she decided to take this on. Listen, it's not always about, maybe she does support Melissa. We don't know for sure. And frankly, I don't think we're ever going to know. But frankly, this is a big payday for her. She has a family.
Nev's gotta live.
He gotta live. Exactly. She gotta live. You kidding me? You want her to starve? Is that what you want?
Yeah, she's not gonna starve, but
But this payday, obviously not. But I'm talking generally here. But
yeah.
like, it's just like one of those things where it's like, guys, don't shit on her. This is her most iconic role. Other than fucking Party of 5, this is her most iconic role. And it's funny because Matthew Fox was on Party of 5 before he went it on Lost. But this is her most iconic role. Obviously, everybody loves Sydney. Everybody loves her. And obviously, I'm happy to see her back. Obviously, I think Courtney Cox is going to come back now. Obviously. And it's to the point, it's one of those things where I feel mixed about the situation because of all of this. Because I do want to see Melissa and Jenna Ortega back. Jenna, I don't know if it's ever going to happen because let's face it, she's in demand right now. Wednesday season 2 is probably going to take a lot of time. And it's about to start production in about a month or two. And obviously she's going to be busy with that, other projects as well. We don't know for sure what her schedule is like. So I'm going to leave her absent. Because remember, we don't know for sure if she left in solidarity of Melissa or not. They said that it was because of Wednesday season 2. Other people don't believe that. We're never going to know. Frankly, we're never going to know. This is like Anatomy of a Fall. Judge it for yourself. It's like the Anatomy of a Fall, but for horror fans. But I know it's a weird way to put it, but still, it's one of those things where, honestly, yes, they kind of made the right decision, but I feel at the same time they should really bring back Melissa because, let's face it, if Abigail, her next film, Abigail, which is directed by Radio Silence, does well, they're going to look like fools. They're really going to look like fools. And it's just one of those things where it's just not going to make sense. But where 6 ended up to go with 7 and trying to wrap that story up without Sam or Tara Carpenter. It just doesn't make sense. But for some reason, I'm keeping this in the back of my mind. For some reason, I feel like they are going to course correct and at least rehire Melissa back. For some reason. Call me an optimist. It's funny because I'm mostly the pessimist of this group. Call me an optimist. But I think she might come back. I think she might. I know she said on Twitter a couple days ago she's not coming back as long as Spyglass is around this franchise. It has the rights. But at the same time, something tells me suspiciously that she might come back. They need to give her an apology, obviously. That's not, I'm supporting that. I need for Spyglass to give her a fucking apology. That's for fucking sure. But it's one of those things where I think they're going to have no choice but to rehire her because they cannot, because, listen, would you rather have a Screen 7 be a hard reboot with an entirely new cast and pretty much be the fucking Scream MTV show all over again that nobody fucking likes? No, of course not. I don't want that to happen again. That show sucked dick. So, out of the lesser of quote-unquote 2 evils, bringing Nev back is a step in the right direction. And if you're bringing Kevin back, this time to direct, I think is a good sign. Now all they need to do is rehire Patrick Dempsey. They need to get him back because he's in Scream 3. And now, of course, Kincaid and Sydney are married, as confirmed in Scream 5. So they need to bring him back. So it's one of those things where I'm very mixed in the situation, but for some reason, I have a little bit of hope. I do. And that's probably not going to be popular. The Melissa fans are probably going to be like, oh, no, you betrayed us. You betrayed me. It's going to be like that.
Hi, Mark.
It's going to be like the Melissa fans or whoever were like anti-Scream 7 or like anti-Spyglass. I'm anti-Spyglass too, but remember, Hollywood is a business at the end of the day. Sometimes you just got to adapt and move forward. That's what I've known about this business. But anyway, as I was saying, if I can fucking find the damn clip, this is what the anti-Spyglass and most of the fans on Twitter and Instagram will be like as I'm talking to you right now.
It's not over. Everybody betrayed me. I fed up with this world.
Exactly like that. And it's to the point where now the Scream fans, I'm going to be controversial. The Scream fans are acting like the people who targeted the Stab franchise in Scream 5. You're acting just like Richie and Amber. You're acting just like them. That's the point of the fucking movie. You were bitching about all of this, and now you're pretty much acting like them?
You know what they're being at this point, Victor?
What?
They're being bitch made. They're bitch made. Bitch made.
I'm a fan.
Bitch made.
I'm a diehard fan. Ever since I was 15 years old. 16 years, no, almost 16 years old. And it's one of the things where I am of the old guard. I didn't, like, these are mostly newer fans who are shitting all over this. But I'm of the old guard. I grew up with the first 4 movies. Mainly the first 3. But with the first 4 movies, I grew up. Those are essential movies of my teenage years. Even into my 20s. I'm not saying that, fuck Melissa, she doesn't deserve to be in the movie. No, I'm not saying that. I would love for her to be in the movie. And Jenna, I would love for them to be in the movie. And that's what I'm hoping happens ultimately at the end of the day. At the same time, we gotta adapt. I think maybe it's time to move on. Because I know this for sure. The movie's gonna make fucking money. You're gonna say, oh no. There's something the fans say, oh, it's gonna flop. There's gonna be no money. Bitch, you know it's gonna make money. You know it's gonna make money no matter what. You know it's gonna make money. With Sydney back, they're gonna put butts in the fucking seats. Nobody gave a shit about Allison or Karen in the new Halloween trilogy that David Gordon Green made. People cared about fucking Laurie. They didn't care about Allison or Karen. They don't. We did, but that's beside the point. The rest of the Halloween fandom didn't care about them. Ultimately, because kills and ends are, disappointing, but still, nobody went to see those movies for Judy Greer and Andy Manichak. Come on. And Mason and Jasmine, I don't know if they're coming back either. I don't know if they are, but maybe they could, maybe they won't. We just have to wait and see. That's another thing I want to mention to the fans. Sometimes you gotta learn how to be fucking patient. Maybe they have casted Melissa and Jenna and Jasmine and Mason back. We just don't know. Remember, these are all behind the scenes. We don't know what's going on. We're gonna be at closed doors until they announce it in like the Hollywood Reporter or Deadline or something like that. I'm just saying, be patient. Maybe it will all work out at the end of the day. Maybe it will. Again, call me too much of an optimist because, the internet is full of hatred. But I'm just seeing the light, the potential light at the end of the tunnel here. Maybe this could go well. And with Kevin at the helm, I think it's going to be a great Scream movie. I really do. So, something tells me with my gut, one part of me says, oh, I'm absolutely going to watch this. So others saying don't because of what Spyglass has done. I always say this no matter what. Fuck Spyglass for what they did, for even causing the situation in the first place. For that, they have to resort to Nev and Kevin coming into the helm here. Fuck them. And frankly, they're always going to be scum. But at the same time, we have to have... Same time, again, it's a business. There's a bunch of backstage politics in Hollywood as much as WWE.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how it is. And, it's just how it is in entertainment. But it's one of those things where maybe these fans have to lower it down a little bit, if that makes any sense. So, you guys have any thoughts about this?
I mean, you really summed it up.
Yeah, you did.
My best friend, he's also like a huge fan of the franchise and everything. And before this news came out, he had even talked about not because he wants to petition or whatever, but before the news came out, there was talks that it would be a hard.
No, that would be disgusting. I would instantly boycott it if that was the case.
This was before news came out and everything, but he talked about just because of them not even issuing an apology or whatever, he was I might not see it in theaters. I might obviously buy it because I love Scream, but he probably wouldn't see it in theaters. But he seems very optimistic about this news. Obviously, there's some caveats to it.
Yes,
but
obviously there's going to be caveats.
But yeah, he's pretty optimistic just because of the people they now have directly involved in it.
Yes.
Especially with Kevin Williamson in particular for him. That's the big thing for him.
But
here's what I gotta
that's the big
say.
thing for me too.
Here's what I gotta say to Spyglass.
Fuck you motherfucker! I'll kill you and you can stop those so long about the sun. And fuck you, fuck New Jersey and fucking Atlantic City.
Anyway, as I was saying, that's the big thing for me
You
too.
Spyglass looking motherfuckers, you don't get butt punches out to kill you.
That's the big thing for me too.
Go out there and make some goddamn money.
Directing a Scream film.
Yeah.
That has me thrilled. thrilled when I saw that. When I saw that it was directed by Kevin Winslow, I was like,
Someone take a photo of that. But yeah,
I was like, my heart was fucking pounding. I was like, oh my fucking god, Kevin Williamson is fucking directing this. Are you fucking kidding me? I hope it's a great movie. I hope.
I am too.
I hope. And if it is great, I'll go watch it. I'll support it in the fucking theater if I can. Oh no, you can't support it because of what Spyglass did. I also saw a Reddit comment saying, if you support this movie in any way, you should be ashamed of yourself. I'm just like, fuck you, it's my fucking money, bitch.
What?
It's like,
also-
Where's my money, bitch?
No, well, go ahead, Jared, before I say that.
I was gonna say I watch what I want.
Exactly. I watch what I want. Also, not just Spyglass is sharing the profits. Paramount distributes the fucking films now. Paramount gets to share the profits too, bitch. So what about them? So they boycott everything Paramount's done? Oh, that's too late because I saw Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 in fucking theaters, bitch. Oh, what about me supporting the Scream 3 4K? I actually just got the Scream 3 4K finally. I haven't checked the picture quality of it yet, but obviously I'm happy I have it. Although you can't support Paramount releases at all. You cannot support Paramount releases even if it's not Scream. I'm just like, calm the fuck down. Go down right here, not up here. That's all I'm saying. Calm down. Calm the fuck down. And it's one of those things where it's just, I'm hopeful. I don't have I want to lower my expectations, obviously, but you know what? I'm just like, I'm curious. I'm curious, George. I want to see what happens. And people saying how Nev sold out for the check. I'm just like, again, you got to pay the fucking bill some way. Like, come on. You guys are These people are idiotic. And this is why I'm the apolitical one. I'm just like, shut the fuck up, because my favorite franchise almost was murdered because of politics. Shut up. I'm really glad they're going in the direction where it's one of those things where they're doing the best foot forward considering the circumstances. Because if it was a hard reboot, I would be out here ranting and pissing all over Spyglass. Which I'm already pissing on them now, but I would be pissing on them more. I've only pissed in the bathroom on camera because of Spyglass.
Okay, Hunter Hughes says, #finish the story.
Finish the story! But yeah, it's one of those things where...
Please! We want to finish this story!
Exactly, Consign tits. A lot of people on Letterboxd, I had to write a whole fucking post about it. I was like, a lot of people were very upset with Nev and all that, pissed off with her. Just like, again, sometimes shit happens. You just... fucking deal with it sometimes, fucking deal with it. If you don't want to watch it, I'm not stopping you. I'm not stopping you whatsoever. If you don't want to support it, that's none of my business. But for me, personally, I'm thinking about seeing it. I really am. Because with this, it makes me curious. Oh, no, you gotta boycott Spyglass. I'm just like, they sound like the same people who want to boycott Disney and, they're woke. I'm just like, fuck off. It's just like, fuck off. Enough of your corporate politics. Enough of your left or right-winging politics. I watch what I want to watch. It's my money, damn it, and it's my life that I'm watching these movies with. Scream has been an important part of my life. I just want to see them get it right. And considering the circumstances, I think they're doing the best they can. Not saying Spyglass deserves any credit, because fuck them. Fuck them. After what they did, fuck them. But you see what I mean by I'm mixed by this? I'm just going back and forth. I'm just like fucking Two-Face right now. I feel like Aaron Eckhart in The Dark Knight. I'm fucking going back and forth. So, yeah, that's what I think about all of this. Like I said, hopefully everything is fine. Everything will go well. Maybe we'll bring Melissa and Jenna back. We don't know. We just gotta wait. It's all about waiting, folks. That's life. The waiting game. That's what it is. It's the waiting game. So yeah, that's all my topics. Finally, I don't know how long I was that. Probably a long time. But next, after this commercial break, oh god, fucking Bad Taste.
Oh my gosh.
Who the fuck seen that movie? Romy, you said who the fuck seen that movie? Little to no one. We have. And we'll talk about that right after these commercial interruptions.
Since nearly every home has a VCR, Sony thought it was time for the VCR to leave home.
Come on, Louie. Here she comes.
So we had two choices. One of them we do not recommend you attempt on your own. The other we recommend for everyone. It's the Sony Video Walkman, an amazing portable VCR that records and plays back anything, anywhere, including pre-recorded movies on its built-in TV screen. The Sony Video Walkman, because video is too valuable to be left at home.
Sorry, miss. The girl can't help it. It's a Vlasic. Vlasic. That's the tastiest crunch I've ever heard.
Because of you, Roby, because of blasted pickles.
Vlasic. That's the tastiest crunch I've ever had.
I'm sorry. I just said when I was interrupting you, I was trying to do the imitation of that girl getting arrested again. You know, after getting out of jail. You know, she's just being held down by the cops, trying to get her clothes off just to get her in a jumpsuit.
What?
And then,
what?
I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. They were just. I mean, it's part of a process. If you don't do what they say, like they will force your clothes off and then put the new clothes on you.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
But pickles, man.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
Someone just said. Wait, did someone just say like Gary?
Yeah, a pickle because I put
A
I
pickle.
put a commercial of a pickle, blasted pickles.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
And
that's
Roby-
why I was saying, whoa, no, oh, please, sir, I'm not trying to fight. Oh, no.
And Roby, this is for you.
Oh my God. With this movie, I have no fucking commercial or trailer of any kind of speak of. Because
Nope.
this is so low budget.
Oh my
Nobody
God.
wanted to fucking promote this movie in a fucking theater. I don't even know if it even came out here in the United States. I think this might have been only released in New Zealand for a long time. I really do think
Probably
so.
like a DVD release, eventually.
DVD.
But
And there's no fucking Blu-ray or any kind. It's a hard movie to find.
Oh,
this is the perfect movie to like. Criterion gets the rights to like Heavenly Creatures or something, and then they put this on
Oh
the special
my God.
features.
But let's go ahead and talk about bad fucking taste. Or no, fucking bad taste. Who the fuck seen that movie? Little to no one? It's a 1987 New Zealand. Is this the first movie we've done that's not American?
yes.
Other than Harry Potter, even though it's partially American?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
It's a New Zealand, not American, New Zealand sci-fi, comedy, horror film. I'd say it's also kind of an action film as well. Directed, produced, even written, and shot by Peter Jackson, who also starred in the movie alongside Terry Potter, Peter O'Hearn, Mike Minette, and Craig Smith, and was released in New Zealand on December 11th, 1987. The budget, only $25,000.
Yep.
And there is no, there's no gross. We don't know how much it grossed. It's just the budget.
The world may never know.
So
And what's funny about this too, Peter Jackson mostly filmed it using his own money until near the end of production, when the New Zealand Film Commission loaned him some money.
I didn't know New Zealand. I thought the country didn't actually finance the movie. I thought it was just him on his own.
It was until near the very end. In fact, they gave him a camera that had sound because he was not filming with a sound camera.
I'll go to that.
Yeah.
So I'll just start off by saying
I'll
the
talk
premise.
about more of that later when we get to it.
So the story goes like this. G-Men learn that aliens are harvesting New Zealanders for an intergalactic restaurant in this gory horror parody. That's it. That's the plot.
That's really all
That's
you
it.
need to know.
And that's it.
71% rated on Tomatoes. 3.5 out of 5. No, 3.3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb. I don't know where to begin.
Uh,
I really don't know.
I guess I could maybe like explain a little bit of like.
I'll say this: when I was like watching this movie, I was just like, in the 10 minutes in, I was just like, "What the fuck is Jared making me watch?"
Yeah.
I will say this too. Let's see. I watched this movie for the first time back in 2018 when I first did my channel. Like when I first started doing movie reviews on here. And so it was one of my earliest reviews that I'm not proud of. Like, you know, I don't say don't go watch it. I will eventually re-review this film and everything, and it will be a much better review for it. But this is one that like really like gets to me kind of in the same way as like something like Clerks.
Well, I
where
love Clerks as well. I love Clerks. Absolutely adore it.
I love Clerks more than this film.
Obviously,
but
I do because it's a better fucking script. It's a better script,
But-
better acting overall, and it's like legitimately a well-made movie despite the budget. But
it's definitely a film that like inspires me to just go out there and make whatever the fuck, you know, to like say I'm a filmmaker. And
yeah,
I
know
think
Jordy's not gonna.
Oh
I
my
think
God.
I like this movie more, especially after having more nostalgia for the movie that my best friend and I tried making right out of high school. I've talked a little bit about it, Ninja Mountain,
Oh,
which was
yeah,
an
yeah.
extremely low budget movie that we never like fully finished, but like it gives me nostalgia for those days of just early filmmaking where we're not 100%, we're basically just, you know, flying by the seat of our pants, like trying to make something. And that's kind of like really inspiring to me.
Yeah.
And maybe why I like this movie more than say most maybe would.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's just. At first, I was watching it. I was just like, why the fuck does this look as shitty? Why does this look shitty? It's because he used an old as fuck 16mm camera that didn't have fucking sound on it. I was just like, why does it sound weird? It's because they had to ADR the entire movie.
I mean, it would make sense for Peter Jackson just to be cheap while making the movie.
And the film commission did give him a sound camera near the end of production, but they were not like very well versed in sound and everything, and the audio quality was really bad, so they just ADR'd the whole thing.
Oh my god.
The fucking ADR.
Oh my god. And the movie obviously looks very cheap.
It does.
Looks almost grindhouse level cheap.
Yeah, and I also noticed too, like when I was watching the movie, there were a lot of extreme close-ups.
Oh my
Did you
god,
recognize
it's like
that?
a fucking martial arts movie. It's like a Golden Harvest movie where it's all the zoom-ins.
Yeah. Like.
Yeah, exactly like that. Like a Bruce Lee type of movie or something. Like it is the extreme zoom-ins. Was Ezekiel Sims a sound editor on it?
Like there were so many close-ups in the movie to the point where I couldn't even like count like how many they were. They're probably like less than any.
And what's interesting with watching this movie, especially like knowing, you know, what Peter Jackson would eventually make with something like Lord of the Rings, especially, you can see some of his filmmaking sensibilities in that film, also in this film, especially with like action scenes specifically, and like his weird like fixation with gore and limbs being cut off and just weird bizarre things, like even in the Hobbit movies. If there's a scene in the second Hobbit movie where Legolas's dad cuts off the head of an orc and then the body continues to like shake and stuff, and I'm like, oh, that's bad taste right there. That's something that he would have, you know, done in bad taste. Or like you know, because like in Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson's like very good at like doing like action scenes and coming up with
Yes.
like weird
Look
and
at the King
inventive
Kong, look at
ways.
King Kong with the T-Rex.
Yes, and then like especially I think of like how like weird and creative he is in this film with like a particular action scene which actually has him in it.
Oh my god!
With
By the way, side
where
note, he's the best performance of the entire.
oh yes,
easily 100%.
He milks the like he milks his scenes,
God.
but it's the scene where earlier in the film where he is shooting at these guys in the woods and everything, and then they come at him and he doesn't, I guess is like he needs more ammo or something, and then he just goes like
he was
pretending.
He was shooting like an Uzi, right?
And then he like stabs the gun through the guy's body and shoots more guys.
Wasn't that the other guy who pretended to shoot the gun? But I think it was the other guy who fell off the cliff. I think it was that guy.
That's Peter Jackson.
Are you kidding me?
You what?
Peter Jackson plays 3 people in this movie.
That don't look like him. That really don't look like him.
He is the voice. He is the voice of they're like some sort of commander guy or whatever. Then he is the guy with the glasses, and then he's the guy that the guy with the glasses is fighting on the cliff.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Which was filmed a year apart.
Oh my god!
God, that's even better.
So he is fighting with himself years apart.
Yes.
That makes that scene even better. He's fighting with himself.
Oh my god!
And again, that's something that he would do in Lord of the Rings, where he would film scenes like years apart and then go back to them later.
Oh my
but
god.
yeah, no, that
God.
is Peter Jackson with the glasses.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. That
I
don't
couldn't
even look
either.
like him.
Yeah, I know.
Finding
He's
himself.
the guy who let's suck
That when I heard that line delivery, I was actually laughing because of the ADR was just.
What is the by the way, the acting is over
Yeah,
to Peter Jackson.
but-
It's not good.
No, but
No.
it was
It's
no.
not. Especially considering that you ADR'd the entire movie.
Also,
it was
you
glorious.
talked about the script too. Would this surprise you at all to know that there was no script?
Oh, that don't fucking surprise me. It's all over the place.
He was. I think it started out as a short film, and then they basically just like invented what they would do the day they were shooting.
Oh my god, they improvised the entire Oh my god.
And I like the beginning of the movie too, with like it shows a shot of the Queen, and then
oh my god,
there's a
that's
person like pressing a button, and it just says "the boys," like they're sending in the boys.
And there's also like a picture, like this thing that has Princess Diana on it. I think it's Princess Diana. It is, but I swear to God, it looked like Princess Diana. I swear to God. And then let's not forget about when Peter Jackson survives the fucking clip and he gets in the fucking car. The fucking standees of the Beatles for some fucking reason.
Yes. Oh my
God.
I
I literally
get up.
Because Peter Jackson is like self-proclaimed like the biggest fan of the Beatles.
I don't know why, but when they cut to that particular like Beatles head, I was laughing because of like how the editing was in there.
And the music is so corny as fuck.
It really is. Like
God.
it felt like a 99-cent version of
It
like the
felt
80s
like
rock
stock
band.
music.
I also love like the funny like sound effects, especially with like the gore and everything. Like when the guy that is driving that one vehicle and everything, and then he like steps on like an animal carcass or something, and it's just a splat sound.
Yeah, splat. Like, oh, oh my god. It is just one of those things where, even though technically, on a visual level, on a script level, it's bad, it's very bad, I almost respect it for being, because these people have never made a movie before in their lives, and they just went out there in their fucking backyard playing pretend like they're middle school kids and just got it done and filmed.
Like,
That's
I
what
think
really,
that
like,
is, to me, that is more impressive to me than just, like, even just making like a very good, like, boring first film and everything. It's like
Yeah.
because it shows that, like, you can make something. It doesn't have to be like the best thing ever, but the fact that you could say, like, hey, I made that's pretty cool to me. And again,
Yeah.
it's maybe why I like respect this film as somebody that has like helped in making a movie before. Like,
Yeah.
I wrote it
Literally, this was
and stuff,
filmed
but
literally, I guess on his backyard or something. They rented out some house from, I don't know who the house belonged to. Probably someone related
don't
to
know.
Peter Jackson. I don't know exactly who.
I don't know.
But, like,
Probably in the middle of nowhere.
probably middle of New Zealand in Wellington. But it was one of those things where I just found this out too. All the alien masks were done in his mother's oven. They were all baked in his mom's oven.
What?
Probably the asses at the end of the movie when they try to get out in their alien form and the asses are showing. It's probably baked in the fucking oven too.
and
What?
I'm not. Maybe I'm confusing like this with Brain Dead a little bit, but I swear one of the guy that did like the armor and the swords like helped with this movie as well, like for Lord of the
Wow.
Rings.
Wow.
I cannot believe the
The guy he
were, like,
basically founded Weta with.
baked
Yeah,
fro-
wow.
made from the oven. I couldn't believe
But
it.
it's
Like,
one of those things where there's like it's almost speechless, but like by the middle of the movie, it turns into like this fucking Rambo ripoff, mainly a First Blood Part 2. That's what it reminded me of.
it did.
The first half of this movie is like a weird like espionage like Troll 2.
It's trolled.
It really feels like it, yeah.
Like, it really does.
Even the scene where, like the scene where it most comes out to me is when Peter Jackson, like he was like the commander, he fucking froze up the fucking barf and they all start eating the barf. I'm just like,
okay.
that's something straight out of Troll 2.
Okay. You know what that barf looks like?
What?
He looks like as if Slimer took a dump on a tubby custard.
Oh my god, Tubby Custard! Oh my god. But it's one of those things where it's just that scene made me speechless. I'm just like, I hope that was not like, I hope they just put like cake or something in there. They just drank that. I hope it's not like.
Yeah, I'm trying to. If you look up on IMDb trivia, it does like say like what the gruel was made from and everything.
Let
but
me have
yeah,
a look with the fucking trivia because
Oh,
I'm
jeez.
seriously interested. Let me see. He shot the movie all on weekends. That's impressive. For 4 years. 4 years.
he
Really?
had the main actor keep that beard for like that long.
I wonder what Peter Jackson was doing during the weekdays on Mondays through Fridays.
He's probably at his job.
I don't know. And he's
that
probably-
wasn't being a
Actually,
filmmaker.
no. By the way, the shot of him vomiting into the bowl is not Peter Jackson himself. It's a hand puppet. It's a puppet.
See, this is another thing that is really cool about this film
And it
and
was
everything. It's
yogurt-
just there's
it
so
was
much like
yogurt
kind of
and
weird,
muesli
crafty
with-
things.
The vomit was yogurt and muesli. Muesli? What is that? Muesli?
Yeah, I don't.
Let me have a look what that is.
Like-
Muesli. It's a dish.
What?
It is a breakfast dish. The primary ingredient of which is rolled oats. So it's kind of like cereal. Kind of.
Okay.
It's kind of like cereal. Yeah, it looks kind of like cereal.
Oh
So
my!
they put yogurt and cereal with green food coloring.
Like, if I were to see that shit, this would be my reaction.
But it's one of those things where it is just like, what the fuck is this? Like, especially towards the end when the house starts fucking moving and it flows up. I'll say this a certain mess. The gore for being such a low budget looks amazing.
It does
It
actually.
does. For a low budget, the gore looks fantastic.
It's really impressive of how they were able to like utilize a 25,000 budget. It's really impressive.
Yes.
Definitely, like the gore moments that like stand out to me are like, especially like in the beginning, like Peter Jackson like eating like those brains out of that guy's like head and everything, or again with Peter Jackson when his head breaks open and then he finds a little piece of his brain and sticks it back in.
Oh god.
Oh god. Well, it makes me wonder like how on Earth or God's green Earth he survived when he hit his head first onto a rock and then he somehow managed to put his most of his brains back into his head.
That's the beauty of movie magic, baby.
Yeah.
He's inhuman almost.
Yeah, and to the point where at the end of the film he goes up to fucking space and kills the main bad guy. The guy on the cover goes like this, and the AK-47. Yeah, that's the bad guy in the movie. And
you could very
chainsaw.
Oh my god!
You can easily tell too that like all the guns are just like spray painted.
Yeah. And you can tell that the bullets are actually not real. Like, there's a scene where there's a rocket launcher, and you can see the fucking thingy that's holding the fucking quote-unquote bomb. There's like a line, and it's like dragging it along for the explosion. Although I believe the explosions, they look real, so they probably blew some shit up a lot in this movie. I don't know what they used, stock footage. I don't know what they did, but it's one of those things where it's just like when you watch it, it's just like you feel like you're in a fucking fever dream. It's like, what the fuck is this? You're in a fucking fever dream. It really does. It feels like you're high. It feels like you're on a hinged amount of drugs. This is what drugs feel like.
Like I was even talking to Tanner, like I said, on the film forum, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is gory, glorious."
Keep in mind also that Clerks,
glorious.
Clerks costed
That's a good one.
500 more.
Okay, that's pretty good.
What was it, Victor?
Clerks costed, I believe, what, 200,500 more than this movie. This movie, Clerks had a higher budget than Bad Taste.
Yeah.
Let's see, better camera and probably the store.
and I'll
renting out the store. I don't know.
And I'll give you another good example too. Like the original Evil Dead directed by Sam Raimi, that almost costed around $400,000.
Which what happened? What did I miss? Sorry, I had to talk.
I was just saying too, like, you know, we were talking about like how Clerks has like a higher budget.
Oh yeah,
even
because
the Evil Dead.
They put more money into Clerks, like 200,000 more just for the soundtrack. And that's the most memorable things about Clerks is the soundtrack, because they got like people on major labels to do the songs for it, like Soul Asylum and all those guys.
Even the original Sam Raimi's Evil Dead has a little more bigger budget. You know,
I think it's just cool.
You know what also reminds me of? I saw this movie recently. It also kind of reminds me of Clerks. It's a really low budget. It's called The Brothers McMullins, the Edward Burns movie. Has a very low budget. It's almost like that movie. I don't know how much that movie costs though. Let me have a look. That movie is worth watching, by the way. I actually really liked it. Let's see how much it costed. 25,000. So it's about the Brothers McMullen costed exactly as much as Bad Taste, but they added I believe they added more money onto it. I believe like $213 million just so they could get the rights to a Sarah McLachlan song at the end of the movie.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of those things where technically yes, it costs as much as Bad Taste without taking the Sarah McLachlan song into account here, and yet the Brothers McMullen doesn't look like a visually better movie. But with this movie, it looks so bad, but you just can't help but admire their passion, despite the fact that it is so bad. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like they know it's bad and they're just gonna fucking roll with it. They're just gonna roll with it. It's gonna be the self-aware kind of thing, and they just got it done in their own backyard. They just got it done.
And that is the thing that I appreciate like most about it and everything. It's just, I guess that's why I just find it like so much fun and everything. And I do really, one of the most interesting things to me is like going back and looking at like some of like the great directors that we have, like especially that have like got their start like in like from the 60s to like the 90s in particular, because they started out like not even like, you can't even say that like their first film and everything might not even be like that great or like even one of their best films and everything.
Yes.
It's kind of like well, with Christopher Nolan, he made Following, which
Yes.
I find Following kind of boring. But at the same time, it's like I admire the fact that he made it on a budget of like what, 3,000 or so, like 30,000. I don't know. Like he just, it was extremely cheap and everything, and that's what makes that movie like so intriguing and interesting to me. Whereas like at the end of the day, it might just be like a kind of standard thriller.
Although to be fair, there is like movies that cost about as much that are truly exceptional. Again, look at
Yes.
Clerks. That move, the script is phenomenal. That the back of that bone was. That's why Clerks works so well with people, because of that damn script. And it's one of those movies that had to grow on me as time progressed. But when I saw it about year and a half ago again, and I love Kevin Smith as a filmmaker now.
Mhm.
I mean, Clerks, Chasing Amy and Dogma. Mallrats is great too. I've seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Haven't seen any of his other films, but like the early stuff. Like I don't know about the later stuff, but I own the later stuff. I own Clerks 3, I own Jay and Silent Bob reboot, and I own Clerks 2. But it's one of those things where he worked with such low of a budget, but that script is exceptional, and the acting is actually pretty good for the budget. This is one of those things where the script, like I said, like he said, there is no script in bad taste. They didn't have anything to work from. They had nothing to work from, and they just went out there and just fucking did it.
Like all they
It's
did
one of those
in
movies where maybe I'll never watch again, but it's like with 310 to Yuma. I respect it more than I enjoy it. If that makes sense. I respect it more than I enjoy it.
I think so.
It's one of those things where, like, even with the crappy song at the end.
Oh, that was corny as hell. I was just like, what am I listening to? like
this fucking Iron Maiden ripoff. It sounds like Iron Maiden ripoff.
no,
but
no. It feels like a 99-cent version of Iron Maiden.
Let me see. It's interesting too, like of all like Peter Jackson's like early stuff, like before like Lord of the Rings, this is still the only one that I have watched. Let me look and see something about, because I just saw where Jordy said he would be right back, I think.
Yeah. I'll grab a side note for a second here, because I just saw this in the forum. Ready Player 2 is in development. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't need a sequel to Ready Player 1. I don't. Because the novel was apparently very shit. So
yeah, that's what I heard too. Like the novel.
I don't want them to ruin a great movie. I really
I'm
don't.
back.
If you're gonna adapt it, change it. Then again, they changed almost the entirety of Ready Player 1 for the movie, so they could probably change it. But the novel is shit. I don't want that to happen. I hope it just gets shut down completely. And Steven Spielberg's not even directing it. He's only producing it if it gets made. No, done. Don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. There should be no sequel. It should stand on its own merits. Oh no, it's fucking Hollywood, and people are gonna bitch and moan and cry. This is exactly what I mean by Scream 7 Scream fans. It's exactly what I mean. They're bitch moaning and complaining, but you can do nothing anyway.
During the acceptance speech of the 2004 Academy Awards,
the Return of the King speech,
Jackson mentioned bad taste along with Meet the Feebles, jokingly that it had been wisely overlooked by the Academy.
I'm surprised he didn't mention Brain Dead.
I'm surprised you didn't mention Brain Dead.
Well,
Brain Dead had
see,
a higher
Brain
budget
Dead
there.
at least. Brain Dead was more like critically successful and stuff.
Yes. And
compared to
did
his
really well
earlier
on home
efforts.
video. It actually did really well on home video too. But like Meet the Feebles, I have heard that movie is beyond fucked up. I heard it's like beyond messed up.
That is the first movie that him and his wife worked on together.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord. I wonder how his wife was feeling
Also,
when
the co-writer
making that
of
movie.
Meet the Feebles also wrote The Two Towers. Co-wrote The Two Towers.
Well, that's his wife.
No. I'm talking about the other guy, Steven Sinclair. He co-wrote
Oh, yes.
The Two Towers.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's one of those things where it's just like a lot of the people who worked on this movie have worked with him, after this. Like the editor of the movie, I believe, edited all the Lord of the Rings movies, or at least most of them. It's one of those things where it's just like, for a New Zealand film shot in Wellington, it's one of those things where just New Zealand kind of got a new face because of this silly fucking movie. Because nobody gave a shit about New Zealand up until then, really. Until Power Rangers came here, until Lord of the Rings and Power Rangers came over there, nobody gave a shit about New Zealand. But it's one of those things where it's just fascinating to watch. That's what this is. It's fascinating. So, Jordy, you want to go ahead?
Oh,
Okay, so
Unleash it all.
Here we go.
I'm not gonna rage about it because again, it's not really a kind of movie that would really get me upset. Not like The Room or Dragon Ball Evolution. But I will point out that this is the kind of film that I don't recommend anyone watching unless if you're looking for boredom for the next 10 to 40 minutes. Now, according to William,
91 minutes is what its runtime is, for the record.
According to William here, Tanner couldn't get past 15 minutes of it because he thought it was boring.
It was Soren.
Soren, not
Soren,
Red.
okay.
Soren.
Well, tomato. I don't really care.
Tomato, tomato.
Tomato.
Those are two different people.
Hey.
I can't tell who's who anymore. You see what?
Write that down.
You dumbass.
You see what it? Well, the movie made me stupider. Okay, I can't tell who's who anymore. I couldn't help but laugh at that. But anyway, anyway, so yeah, Soren, he couldn't make it past 10 to 15 minutes of it. I'm surprised because I couldn't last. I mean, I only lasted 40. And the reason why was because it was after the part where the guy, I think it was Derek, I believe.
Yes.
Even though he
Derek.
said in the movie, Derek's don't die, I'm like, well, we'll see about that because he fell off a cliff and he died. But then not too long after, he's back to life again. And I'm like in my head, what? Nuh-uh, that's it. I'm done. Because again, I don't care what anyone thinks. If there's one thing you do not do is insult my intelligence for the laws of physics and gravity.
This is not meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
I only take things.
Granted, Freddy Got Fingered isn't meant to be taken seriously, and yet we get fucking pissed off about it. So,
Oh.
Well, there you go. I mean, it's
tomato.
There you go. And so, as soon as I, looked at this, and I was watching it, from the beginning, I was like, what am I watching here? What am I even doing here anymore? So, after I stopped watching at the, I don't know, maybe 15-minute mark or 20-minute mark, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to take a nap and maybe get my thought process. As you people know, I am. Wait, which movie is better, Bad Taste or The Room? Neither.
Oh my. Neither. No, you gotta make a Sophie's choice.
Yeah. Sophie's choice.
Sophie's
choice. Come on.
You have to pick one.
Come on. None of the above don't count.
Does my foot up your ass count?
No, it doesn't either. Pick a choice.
No, it doesn't.
Can I at least continue on before I go on a tirade?
Yeah, let's let him go.
Okay.
Anyway, so I take my nap. I thought maybe that was a good 1 hour nap I could get in. I mean, after all, I love my naps. But then all of a sudden, I'm watching 20 more minutes of this, making it 40. And as soon as I saw that part, and the reason why he lived is because he landed in a nest filled with seagulls, probably, and it also
And he loves birds.
and it also had a nest, and I'm like, damn, okay. And plus, some of the seagulls you could tell were fake. I mean, like, it's like the freaking, duck thing you see in WCW, like where Scott Steiner tries to use the pipe to say, I hate ducks, and then uses the pipe to smash the duck,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
As far as I'm concerned, I could not take it after 40 minutes because, again, even if you land on a nest of seagulls, it doesn't, I mean, you cannot take away the laws of physics. I mean, this is supposed to be a comedy, a horror, a science fiction, but yet all of a sudden I did not see anything funny with this film. Nothing made me laugh. And after 40 minutes, after he gets up after that huge fall, I was like, you know what? Nuh-uh. I'm not doing this. I can't do this because if I keep this up, I'll be feeling more stupider. So that's why I called it quits.
So he predicted Birdemic.
I predicted this was going to happen as soon as I pressed play. That he was gonna not have
I
kind words
remember
to say about it.
I remember seeing that message.
And Jared, I even made a prediction of Jordy's definitely not gonna like it, and I'm like, did I really predict the future?
Not only is that, I didn't. Well, then again, none of us predicted he would walk. I thought he would finish it at least.
That's the one I didn't.
I would have finished
predict.
it too. Only the problem is I could not take it after that part. I really couldn't. I mean, and if anybody's mad at me, I apologize.
Nah, I'm not mad
Nobody's
at you.
mad.
No.
I mean, everybody's shocked mostly, but the thing is, can anyone blame me? That's my question.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay, elaborate.
That was a joke.
No, I want to know.
That was a joke.
It was a joke.
It's a joke, yes, but let's take it as a legitimate question, like the answer of why would anyone, like let's just take it for face value. Yes and no. Why?
Why people wouldn't understand? What was the question?
I just don't understand what's the point in I mean, could anyone blame?
A parody. It's supposed to be a parody of like these sci-fi movies that he watched.
Yeah, it's like a low budget kind of B movie.
Right.
Oh yeah, he's a big Doctor Who fan. Yeah.
So it is a B movie.
Yes.
Yes, it's a glorified B movie.
What? Then why did anyone tell me that before I started watching this?
Jared, you got some words? Because I didn't know what I was expecting when I pressed play.
Oh gosh, I thought we would figure it out in the first 5 minutes.
I saw it.
But I went like this. I was like, oh, Jesus.
Oh, damn it.
Anyway, go ahead.
Jared?
Yes. Am I in trouble?
Why didn't you tell me ahead of time that it was a B movie?
I don't know. I just because I knew it was. I just assumed everybody knew it was, which was my mistake.
You're going on trial. Boy.
I made a mistake, y'all. Sorry, I made a mistake.
My finger hurts. My finger hurts when I'm playing Zumba. It's
No. My finger hurts because I played too much Zumba.
It's funny because I had a kitchen accident. I actually stabbed myself with a knife on the palm. There's my band-aid, but like my finger feels numb. Like, oh, my finger hurts from playing
Okay, guys.
Zumba.
Next time we see an animated movie, I will let you guys know that we're watching an animated movie.
Wait. Jose just said Zuma instead Zuba.
Zumbas. ZMBA, Zumba.
Oh my God.
No. You know what Zuba reminds me of?
Roomba?
It reminds me of
No,
you
not
know,
Roomba.
it reminds me of you know, like it reminds me of, you know, Arson Miles, where, you know, Jerry Lewis is going like Zuba, Zuba the
God, that
Magnificent.
fucking man child. Speaking of
Victor.
man child.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Zuba. Wait, oh, Shark Tale. Oh, that's on Hulu.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
But anyway,
Okay.
as for this film, I'm sorry, I can't rate this film because I couldn't
NA,
complete
this
it.
is second
I mean,
NA.
you didn't finish it, so you know it makes sense too.
Yeah, I can't rate this film because I couldn't finish it. But here's the catch. If I watch this film one more time and I complete it, I will give a rating for it. For now,
Ooh.
I'm just not gonna touch it with an 8-foot pole.
That's okay.
So, in terms of my thoughts on it overall, again, this is one of those movies where I respect it more than I actually enjoy it. This was originally going to be a 3-star rating, but because of the time and the story behind why it got made, how it got made, I'm going to bump it up 0.5. So overall, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 because of the craft that they were able to do. They were pretty much pretending. They were pretty much being middle school kids filming this movie. And for some reason, I respect that. I respect that a lot, that they were
Yep.
able to get this shit made and
Same
just
here.
have fun and play pretend.
Yep. That's my exact rating too. You stole my rating. Well, yeah. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 too.
I mean, that's basically my rating too, which is 3.5 or a 7. You know how I
Yeah.
usually do it.
Yeah.
I mean that. Yeah, you basically hit the nail on the head. I like this movie because of like kind of the craft and the story behind it, and it kind of like inspires me a lot. And I think it's one of those movies too that like I kind of think about actually a lot just because of those reasons and everything of how it inspires me. But yeah, I enjoy this film quite a lot. But
Oh my god. So
but it
yeah,
is a movie
Yeah.
that when I
It's an
initially reviewed it, I gave it a
movie.
6. But now I give it a 7.
it's also a very acquired taste.
It is.
Obviously, it's an
Yes.
acquired taste.
It sure is.
Ironic, acquired taste. Write that one down.
Yep.
All right, what do we got here?
Okay, let's spin the wheel and make sure I have that on there. There you go. There we go. So
Wheel!
we're gonna spin.
Oh,
uh,
bullshit! Did it?
uh,
Did it?
so yeah, we're gonna spin the wheel. 3, 2, 1, pressing. Please don't let it be like something that Jordy would hate, please.
Yes,
that-
yes,
and that-
yes. Please,
and that-
please.
Please.
And
Basically
afterward-
all my movies.
Oh my god!
Holy shit! Holy
I-
shit!
It almost landed on Batman: Mask of the Phantasm.
Good God! 12 Angry Men, one of the most important movies ever made.
That's a masterpiece.
I mean, I'll give
Okay,
it
I think
that,
I
but
think Jordy
I-
would like this film.
Of course he would. You kidding me?
I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna give it my best. Here's the thing: how long is it?
It's
Break
like under
90
2
minutes.
hours.
Under 2 hours? Okay.
Under. It has Henry Fonda in it, and it's on Tubi. You have Tubi? Yeah, Tubi.
Don't
Tubi.
forget about the actor who voices Piglet.
Oh, that's right.
I think so too, Pooh.
Don't accidentally watch the William Friedkin one, although
No,
I've
no,
heard that one's
The
good.
really freaking one with the one from 1957 we're talking about. Yeah, another movie from the 50s, but this one I actually have seen in school.
Same.
So I'm more comfortable with this one because I know how it is, and I actually really, really love the movie.
Hold on.
So I'm
Hold
sure
on,
you
hold
will
on.
too.
Is that the criterion of it? Or
It is a criterion, but I just know something.
I really want to get the Kino Lorber 4K.
Yeah, because it has both.
Oh yeah,
movies.
that's right, Hunter. Thank you for reminding me about this.
What?
I have a
what
little
announcement?
surprise.
Surprise! Oh, for fuck's sake!
Man,
Okay.
you guys are getting like a triple dose of me.
No, the triple
Absolutely.
dose. That
But
makes up for all the shit that's happened.
But here it comes. I thought long and hard about this.
Okay.
About what mandatory film that I want to do for this.
mandatory. Oh God, help me.
and I thought long and hard, and I was actually really going back and forth between every movie that I wanted to talk about for the show.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to like
Ow.
what I want to talk about. But I think I know what to do. It's a movie from 1999, and it kicks off the summer movie season. And then
Phantom Menace is already on the wheel.
nope. And I'm gonna be then on May 7th. We'll be doing is Brendan Fraser in The Mummy.
No, that's already on the list.
It's already on the wait.
Or the
is that
wheel,
already
I
on the
mean.
wheel? Uh-oh. You might have fucked up, buddy boy. Let me make sure.
I'm pretty
I put
sure.
that on.
I'm pretty sure it's not on there.
Let me make sure.
I'm pretty
I'm pretty fucking sure. Jordy put it on there. I'm pretty fucking sure. Let me make sure.
Or did I put no? Or did I put George of the Jungle?
People put it on there. Let me see. Come on, buddy. I just want to make sure.
Or was it George of the Jungle that I put on?
I don't
Maybe
know.
you're
I thought
maybe-
I
somebody
swear I remember.
Watch
it
out
being
for
on
that
there.
boom tweet.
Wait, I just want to make sure real fast. I swear to God, I don't think it's on the wheel. Hold on. Wait. 1, 2.
If it's not, then
Fine, because I love that movie and it's the only
I'll-
Steven Summer movie I like. But
I
okay,
love the
I like
Mummy
Van
as
Helsing
well.
too.
Except for the third one. I don't know why.
Fuck Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. Fuck that shit.
And
I
and
think
Tom
it would have
Cruise
been better
was.
if they had all the cast members from the other
Yeah, you
two.
fucked up. Rachel Weisz didn't want to fucking come back. Gee, I wonder why.
But yeah, I didn't fuck up this time. Thank God.
It looks like it isn't. It isn't on
Okay.
the wheel.
And look what Hunter said.
I
in the
think
chat.
it might have been where I was
Okay.
either going to do The Mummy or George of the Jungle, and we ended up
And
with George.
and by the way, Jared, look what Hunter said in the chat.
Oh,
What did he
gosh.
say?
May 7th, the 25th anniversary, day of the anniversary.
And Brendan Fraser wants to do another Star Wars special, but Phantom Menace is already on the wheel, so
Oh my God.
fuck Phantom Menace and fuck Attack of the Clones.
But yeah,
Piece of shit,
Please
motherfucker.
The Mummy.
don't let up. I mean, tell us how you really feel.
I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough, and irritating, and it gets everywhere. That's so more emotion than hating Christians is shown in that entire movie.
yeah, you're right, Hunter. You were saying me for the announcement.
Oh God.
But yeah,
Hold on a second. I don't like sand. It's rough and irritating.
It's coarse,
gets
rough,
everywhere.
and irritating. It's coarse, rough, and irritating.
You want to know why? You want to know why Darth Vader never went back to Tatooine after he turned to the dark side? Well, there's your reason why. It's rough and irritating.
Oh my God.
But yeah,
fucking
Mark-
killing the fucking sand people.
But yeah.
My mommy. Fucking mommy issues. That
Well, let me
fucking
ask you
film.
something.
I hate-
Would you kill all the same bastards that that killed your mom?
It is unnecessary angst. It is unnecessary angst.
That's not what I asked you.
It's unnecessary angst. That's how I feel about
You
it.
can't answer the question. Yeah, that just proves it. You wouldn't get revenge.
Fuck
for
Attack
your
of
mom.
the Clones. I have nothing. When we do that, I'm holding nothing back. It will be.
I know you're
basically
not.
What
I'm just
you
simply-
did with the room is going to be what did for me.
Look at this guy.
I do not hate the Rise of Skywalker compared to this shit.
You still didn't answer my question, so it just
What's
proves.
the question?
Would you kill the same bastards that killed your mother?
Yes, but these are fucking sand people. It's so forced in. Why am I thinking about Attack of the Clones? We're talking about Phantom Menace. My brain cells are fucking shot. God, 12 Angry Men. It's a very good movie. It's practically like almost flawless. It's one of the most important movies ever made about the legal system, even though our legal system's kind of fucked now. But it's an important movie to watch anyway to get an understanding of the legal system. That and A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men is better, but you know what I mean. I love A Few Good Men. I fucking love that movie. Anyway, I guess that's it.
Yep.
Wrapping
All
it
right.
up.
And that's all I got.
Although I'm tempted. I don't know if South Park Bigger, Long, and Uncut is on there. Maybe we should do that for the anniversary. I don't know.
Oh.
It isn't until June 30th, though. South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. To Kill a Mockingbird, I haven't seen To Kill a Mockingbird. I know I'm a six.
That's
I
my
know.
one of my top 10
Listen,
favorites.
Just got through Double Indemnity last week. Come on. I'm trying to get through all these before I get to Kill a Mockingbird. And I didn't fucking sit down and watch Gone with the Wind for 4 fucking hours.
Let's see, Morgan and I were going to go see, because they're re-releasing it in theaters. We're going to go see it in theaters because we're like, well, that's the perfect moment to watch it so that we're, stuck in a theater watching it for 4 hours.
And somebody write that down with The Mummy on May 7th. Somebody write that down.
Yep. I already took care of it.
Just so I don't fucking get confused. And I'm not watching the day of anniversary too because I have the VHS of The Mummy. Oh, one more thing before we sign off the air. I got one more thing to show. This package. This came in the mail for me today. This came in the mail.
Nice.
It's the Pirates Trilogy set that I mentioned last week. I finally have it. And it has the first 3 movies in it,
George.
and I don't know if I'm gonna get on Stranger Tides. Probably not, but I'll probably get Dead Man Told No Tales. So technically speaking, with The Curse of the Black Pearl, this is a double dip. This is an absolute double dip. But I'm holding on to the DVD, and you want to know why I'm holding on to the DVD? It contains none of the commentaries that's on the DVD. None of the audio commentaries are on the DVD. So I'm going to hold on to the DVD for the commentaries alone. Otherwise, it has the exact same features other than the DVD-ROM stuff, obviously. But for that reason, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to hold on to the DVD copy because it has the audio commentaries like with Gore Verbinski and Johnny Depp. Bruckheimer does a commentary. I think Keira Knightley is on one commentary as well, but I'm not too sure. But I'm holding it on for the audio commentaries. So, a lot of people are saying we should do South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. Should we do it, guys?
We should. Yeah.
What's the anniversary? June 30th. So let's see what the date is on the calendar. June 30th.
Oh my god, that's on the Sunday.
July 2nd.
Wow.
July 2nd. That'll be our. I wanted to do Air Force One for our our Independence Day episode. You know what? I have an idea. We do it before the 20th anniversary. We do it on June 25th.
Yeah.
And then we'll do Air Force One on July 2nd because I really want to push Air Force One because it's a patriotic as fuck movie. And Bigger, Longer, and Uncut makes fun of Canada. So. So we do South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut on, what do we agree on? June 25th, and we do Air Force One on July 2nd. There you go. 2 more mandatory reviews, folks. 3 more mandatory reviews for us to do later on. So write that down, William. Write that fucking down.
Okay.
Write it down, bitch.
Yeah, write it down. Write that down.
Okay, Air Force One, July 2nd. South Park, that was the week before now?
Yeah, June 20.
Write that down. Write that down.
Because everybody loves South Park. Everybody loves South Park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, not me.
June 25th, you said?
Good at that.
25th.
Hey, everyone.
Got it.
Squidward says he doesn't like South Park. Ah!
There you go. Okay.
All
So
right.
there you go. That'll really be it for this week. 12 Angry Men next week. Jordy, wrap us up. We're already going overtime because of me rambling.
Okay.
All right, folks. That's all we're going to have here for the Popcorn Panel. That's all we have for tonight for the Popcorn Panel Podcast, episode 66. Order 66. If you like this,
oh my
give it a
god, I forgot Order 6. Oh my god. No, what? This feels like Order 66 to you, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. If you love this, give it a thumbs up. If you miss your chance to the live chat, comment down below. Give us your thoughts and opinions. Also, be sure to subscribe to the David 3000 Network. And if you are already new, then hit the notification bell so that way you can be notified whenever this channel does an upload, a premiere, or live stream like this one at all times. Same goes for Victor DeValle, the Count, and William Braun, the Conqueror, Jared Ross, the Saint, and yours truly, Jordy Scout, the Youngblood Outsider. And one more thing before we go. This coming Thursday, I will unleash hell on somebody.
Ooh.
Better be David Zaslav.
No, if it was Zaslav, I trust me, it's someone, but it's not Zaslav, unfortunately.
Fuck him.
With that being said, God bless you all. Have a great night. Unlike somebody that I'll be doing this coming Thursday, and stay healthy for your berry tomorrow. Now, if you excuse me, I've got to go eat some of my dinner. So good night, everybody.
Yeah, I'm already gonna finish this like beautiful chicken sandwich with the hamburger bread, not hamburger meat. But like, no second sense.
Yeah. and
when it comes to 12 Angry Men, I'll probably watch that and be happy. And I'll say I object to watching Attack of the Clones, even though I'm gonna have to do it anyway.
Yeah, and remember, guys, May 7th, we're gonna travel to Egypt.
And it's the only good Steven Sommers movie. I like Van Helsing, but I can't say it's a good movie.
Oh my gosh.
Because Steven Sommers' G.I. Joe Relies on Cobra is ass. Retaliation is better. Other than that, he's like Jan the Bond, even though he's a true trick pony. Twister I love. Can't wait for the sequel. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough of me. Good night. Bye. 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 Bye.